Kicking like Dolomite.
3,
Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like Dolomite.
5 just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab the steel. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, but when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give yo to Halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey, yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, that Dolomite is my name, and picking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it. And he got it!
They had the nerve to copyright the guy. One time, is this the bitches? Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these again before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss, and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your I was squad up, you turned telling ran. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime you get on a fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy, a look-alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt. Tussle get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Yo, mic check. We here, Weapon Wheel 350. Let me know if y'all hear me good and if I'm loud enough. You know, I'll be adjusting audio levels from week to week, still trying to improve stuff. Jack, what's going on?
Yo, BG, stop my time. Don't you ever mute me, bro. Don't you ever censor my lyrics, bro. What's going on?
I ain't the one who did it. Talk to your movie guy, Wonton.
Talking to you, nigga. I'm talking to you. This is your platform. Come on, stop my time.
He gave me the clean version. You mean because these new Weapon Wheel rules. I mean these new YouTube rules. You know we got to be
that wasn't in the contract.
We got to be Weapon Wheel PG-13 now because of these damn these new YouTube rules on this podcast, man. I mean we still gonna be cursing.
You got me talking like Blaze. I heard myself say zigging, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Man, what the freak? That
wasn't in the contract. Yeah.
What the freak, bro?
You got me sitting there calling people jive turkeys and dirty mother lovers. Like, bro, that ain't cute.
It stinks.
Hey,
man, we got to get creative now. Man, this blows. This blows cornhole.
Paul, hey.
You could kiss my derriere.
Hey, he talking about Heidi blows. What the world? Oh yeah, we got to cheer Jack up. He a little sad today, bro.
Why Jack sad? Jack,
Take a
what's-
shit too.
Jack a little sad today, bro. You know, we gonna cheer him up.
he a little low again too. Wait, maybe that's me.
Why am I low?
Oh well, I had to.
Yeah, he is low.
I had to turn
Hold
you
on,
up
hold on,
in
hold on,
mine,
hold
but
I got my fucking. Hold on.
I got my mod mic on.
yeah, I don't know. Jack is the
I
only one
got
that
the Yeti on right now. How I'm low?
that Yeti sucks. I'm gonna be real with you.
Hold on, let me see.
They could probably hear you, yo, people. Y'all hear Jack?
Nah, he sound low to me too.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
I
just-
guess
I'm about to turn this bitch up. Hold on.
I think he did that on purpose. He don't want to talk to me today. He don't want to talk to me. He don't want to talk to you.
because
Dan sure don't want to talk to Bond because the Eagles
I mean,
won.
you're not
Yeah.
wrong about
Oh,
none of
God.
that. Let me.
because I'm trying to get sometimes
All right, how I
we-
sound now?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
keep talking.
Hello. It's at
Okay,
100.
now
Can
you
you
good.
do a
Turn yourself down just a tad,
Now I'm too high.
just a
Can
tad.
you do a so we can hear you? Make sure it's.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, yo.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it down.
Okay, see, yeah, you good now. I think you good
Hey.
now.
That man lifted his big thigh up and started moaning. What's going
All right,
on?
it's at
bro?
90. It's at 90. How I sound? It's at 90.
You good now to me. He perfect, right? See,
All right,
okay, you
cool,
perfect. You
cool,
perfect.
cool,
Because
cool.
I've been because sometimes I be louder than y'all, or so I've been it's 2023. It's time to for us to all be on even levels audio wise. So I think we good.
BG, you think Bond got a pair of wings on his back right now? You think he got a costume on?
Oh man,
Pair of wings. What the fuck you talking about?
I thought the Eagles won. My
yeah,
bad.
they did.
Oh, speaking of which, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Smoove say that the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl?
Maybe,
idea.
yeah. Cincinnati about to get them out of here, unfortunately, and they had home. They're at home, ain't they? The Bills are at home.
Yep.
Oh
No,
damn,
yeah, they are.
And
The
it's
Bills
snowing.
and the Chargers, the biggest choke artists in sports
crazy.
history.
that's like Squirtle losing in a pond. That's nuts.
Mm,
You're
I don't
at
like
home.
Pokemon.
You're at
Squirrel
home.
losing in a pond.
Yeah, they're at home. It's snowing.
Jeez.
Does it? I'm terrible at geography. Cincinnati. Do they get a lot of
Yeah,
snow?
they get snow up there.
Okay.
It's cold.
Well,
It's cold up there.
yeah, that's
Bengals.
man. Like, I don't know. I be thinking like the Bills are kind of like how the Colts were. Like how like they were good like their whole time, but they're only probably going to end up with like one Super Bowl. I mean, the Packers are kind of like that too with Aaron Rodgers. Like their
I
team
don't
is
think
just
when did the Bills ever win a Super Bowl?
no, they haven't. But I think they will win at least one
They
with
went
Josh
to
with
4
Josh
straight
Allen.
Super Bowls and lost all of them.
Yeah, I think they
Jim
will
Kelly.
win one.
Josh Allen not clutch, bro. It just is
Jim
what it is.
Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas couldn't get it done.
But he's very good, and people and like look at Peyton, right? Peyton, like what year was Peyton in when he finally won and overcame Brady, right? I feel like that took mad long to do.
But that's different. He wasn't choking. He was just going up against a superior player.
Yeah. Now in the league, there's way more. I think there's way more elite quarterbacks now than there were like even in Peyton's and Brady's like prime. Like Herbert, Allen, Burrow,
Phillip Rivers,
Mahomes.
Roethlisberger.
I still think this new tier of QBs is different. These dudes is different. They done.
I mean, also you got to think about it too. Like it's hard to play defense as well.
That's true.
You can't breathe on receivers, so it's easier to pass out than it's ever been.
Yeah, and I like them Bills, man, and I want Diggs to get a ring, man. That it's hard on them boys. Well,
let's see.
And it's like I like Burrow too. That's the thing. I like them boys might get back. Damn.
I mean, I kind of got to disagree with you because Brady went up against Peyton, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Roethlisberger.
Those are really good.
Eli, Phillip Rivers. Those are all good QBs.
As clutch as Eli is in when it matters, or like at least in those 2 Super Bowls, we know like overall Eli is like
the best quarterback ever would be if you combine Eli and Peyton. Peyton regular season, Eli playoffs.
Peyton's head with Eli's throwing. Yeah, that'd be fire.
Anyway, it's not a sports podcast. What are we doing?
Doing intros. All audio sounds good.
Hold up, yeah. I thought my resident movie guy Wonton was gonna be on this episode. Was I lied to?
I wasn't informed of this.
Okay.
What would Wonton offer us this episode?
I thought maybe, you know, Last of Us was last week. He is our Last of Us aficionado. I thought maybe he. Well, never mind. You know.
I'm your Last of Us aficionado right here.
Hey, pause. I don't want you to be nothing to mine. Hold on.
Okay.
What's up with Tony saying that it's trash?
You know, it's Tony. That's all you need to know. It's Tony. You know,
Even eating too much McDonald's and fast food.
Like, do I think it's the best thing, the best show ever? No, but it's good. It's definitely good. It's, you know, for you to say it's trash. Yeah, you can't take Tony serious if you say something like this is trash.
If they didn't have Peyton Manning as Ellie, we wouldn't have an issue. But that's the only issue I got with it.
Okay.
That was a good one.
You know, I always questioned if Peyton Manning had like a custom helmet. I always questioned if Peyton Manning had a custom helmet because when you look at the helmet, I'm like, there's no way your head fit in that properly.
Hey, you know everybody got helmets custom to their head. He got a long ass head. Like,
his head is mad tall. But where the hell Smoove? Not here.
I think his wife said he's not coming on today.
Really?
Oh, what? Is he okay?
Damn.
Where you seen his wife said that? You follow his wife?
I mean, every time he come on the podcast, he be losing money, so I'm just making assumptions.
You got, man.
I think he got some inside scoop.
Yeah, like what? Okay. Don't want to waste too much time. We said we gonna get into topics quicker this year, so let's do these.
that was a lie.
No. I mean, that was like 5 minutes, you know. So we've
been here 10 minutes, brother.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh yeah, the show started at 7, don't it?
But not 20.
Well, the intro had to play. That's all.
Yeah, not yet.
When the episode start? 7 Eastern or 7 Central? When does it start?
8
Central?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Central. Who lives there? Anyway.
The real niggas? What you talking about?
Yeah, okay. I ain't never seen one there.
Look at you. You ain't never been down here. Didn't you go to Texas one time? Like, when did you come down here that one time?
You live in Texas?
I live in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Who lives in Arkansas?
Look at this nigga. All right.
Arkansas.
Next topic.
Imagine somebody saying they live in Arkansas. I would hide that if somebody asked me.
Hey, BG, real quick. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's just a small question. When the next Weapon Wheel game night? Because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a resurgence in the Last of Us factions recently. And I mean a real resurgence. There's a lot of noobs on that game now. So it'd be nice if we can get a Weapon Wheel game night private match on that Last of Us stuff.
Might look into that possible. I don't want to go back to that super old factions. It feels terrible right now to me. But no, private matches. I'm not mad at that because there will be no cheaters. We could probably do that. I'll organize.
He was a product of a failing mayor. Are you okay? Let's talk about it after dark, bro.
Yeah. All right, Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 350. We've been here for 350 episodes. Things are great. Things are good.
You want to feel old? You want to feel old, nigga? Y'all have had this podcast going on since I've been in high school, and I've graduated college in the time that y'all been doing this podcast.
Wow, you're welcome.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's 350 weeks is 7 years, isn't it?
Golly, yeah, y'all niggas been for a
that's
minute.
about it.
Ew.
I ain't did shit since we started this podcast. That's crazy.
Nothing changed with Jack's life.
Jesus.
It's crazy. Yeah, you know, we've been through some changes.
We can't do Jack like that. He got a clothing brand. He got a battle league. He got a
Jiggy hat.
food review.
Thank you, BG. I appreciate that, brother. How do you like it? I've never seen one of them hats in person.
So nobody else has bought one except me?
I mean, I ain't bought one. I ain't got one.
Oh wow, you want to test out your products? That's crazy.
I ordered some beanies, man.
Now now if we want to talk about it, I want everybody to know anybody that's bought a Jiggy mask, Jack has put his thick head in every mask before he sent it out.
That's cap.
Nah, bro.
What I do is I do wash my hands and I do put my hand in it to make sure there's no threads hanging from it. So
why did my Ziploc bag have moist sweat beads in my Ziploc bag when you sent it to me then?
I nutted on your joint.
All right, man. All right.
Everybody else get a,
Hey.
All right, shut up.
Next topic.
All right, shut up. Episode 3, Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 350. If you notice, the intro is censored because Wonton sent me a clean version because YouTube rules and stuff like that. But since he sent me a new version, I took some time to put in some ad libs in there, some fire ad libs, and some of y'all appreciate that. You're welcome.
Why don't you just play like a blank 15, 30 seconds before putting on the intro?
I could, but whatever. Okay, so as we know, reminder, podcast is gonna end at like 8:45 because we're doing watch parties at 9 o'clock when each Last of Us episode comes out. And this episode is gonna be 45 minutes, I think. It's gonna be a shorter episode. It's gonna be a short episode. 50 minutes. So and then afterwards, after that ends, we're going to After Dark to answer everybody's question. If you want to ask questions, if you want to be a part of the watch party, all this good stuff, be in the Weapon Wheel Discord, get all this content After Dark, hours of entertainment, go to the Weapon Wheel Patreon and sign up and pick your tier. We got.
I'm gonna go leave a question right now.
Got plenty to offer. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all that good stuff. Like I said, you could become a Patreon member, or you could become a channel member like Alex is down in the chat. Shout out to Alex PSX, appreciate that. And want to give a shout out to Blandrew. Finally released the first episode of his new podcast. So
yes, sir.
It's called Isle Nintendo. So y'all should go check that out. This episode was pre-recorded, but I think he said he's gonna be doing it live in the future. So I listened to some of it. I don't care about half the Nintendo stuff he was talking about. Some of the games I did, a lot of them I didn't. But Blandrew is he's a gifted speaker. I'll give him that. And his co-host is pretty good too. So y'all go check out their podcast, like that, subscribe, all that good stuff. You see me helping out other Black people.
You know what's crazy? It's like a Blandrew launched a podcast before Microsoft could launch a good game.
Oh man.
Get Smoove, just in time.
That shit is crazy. But I'll continue my intro because we're lagging along. Black Bond, you already know. Eagles fan, let's get it. Cowboys, y'all can go fuck off. Hope y'all get destroyed tonight. Wow. Check out my prior videos, Microsoft bullshitting and capping. If we lose our way with Halo, we lose our way with Xbox. So yeah, we already know that. Frost, Adam Sessler, big ass frauds. We already know that. And as you know, Weapon Wheel is back. Better than ever, more viewed than ever, more popular than ever, more seen than ever. So, it is what it is.
Yes, sir. Alex?
This is the original Weapon Wheel intro speaking. PSVR aficionado. I mean, what can I say? Been a good week.
Sir Jack?
I got my hair braided today. That's something cool.
Oh, by who? Poogie?
No, by my friend Dreama. She's a great girl.
Okay. Jack.
Welcome to the podcast, man. Y'all said it's the most viewed the podcast ever been currently? That's crazy. Don't tell them.
Well, overall, from week to week.
Well, don't tell them slack-jawed fuck niggas on Twitter about that, man, because let them tell it, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody watching them. It's boring, you know what I mean? It's crazy that the podcast boring, but they be knowing every single word we fucking say, so.
True.
But, it's so boring, you just have to listen to the entire thing, I guess, but what's good, everybody?
But How y'all Jack, I got a question. How come your squad couldn't handle one 50-year-old man?
What are you talking about? You talking about Shay Shay? See, we respect our elders down here, man. We would have whooped his ass, but you know what I mean? Lighter heads prevail. We was gonna beat that nigga the fuck up, but we
Shannon could take half the Grizzlies bench, bro. Half, at least
he
half.
could take half on the other half. Gonna stomp him the fuck
Jack,
out.
there was reports saying that the wood was squeaking as he walked over there. There was reports saying that.
Hey,
right?
man, listen, man.
He would have folded your whole team outside of Steven Adams.
That's what I'm telling you. One of them gonna get him. He might be the
and then after body slam, he would have screamed "skill!" Like he would have went crazy on y'all.
He would have beat y'all down like he was thinking of Skip.
Hey, man. Shout out to him though.
I hate Skip.
Smoove.
What's up, everybody? It's the best spot. Happy to be back for another episode. Let's get it.
I would shout out. You're still working on reviving Planet Xbox, right? You're still trying to recruit.
Still recruiting. Holla at me on Twitter, man.
Yeah, man. I hope it comes back. I hope you find.
How much you paying? So I do it if you pay me. How much you paying, bro?
Bro, we in a recession.
LOL.
All right, man.
Stop trying to exploit them. And Jazzy
that's my job.
Jazzy is going to be our resident Nintendo person in here to talk about Fire Emblem Engage, I guess.
Yeah,
How
I'm
are
basically
people getting it early? Mine comes in tomorrow.
Yeah, it came out on the 20th, so you'll be good
What the
before
fuck?
then.
Hey, Ted, you got a new mic, brother?
No, I got the Elgato 3-wave mic. That's what I'm on.
You sound kind of sexy, nigga. What's going on today?
Come on, Jack.
You sound kind of different, bro.
You got some bass in his voice now? Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? All right.
Yeah, for some reason, like a few days ago, my voice got like deeper, so now it actually sounds like I ain't fucking like have like nostril problems or shit like that. So now I actually sound normal.
Hey, congratulations on going through puberty, man. Fire.
Absolutely, I'm happy. But I'm here to talk about Fire Emblem Engage, and if you want to or not, talk about Monster Hunter Rise, since it came to PS5 and also the Series X and the Persona ports too, because I don't think anybody really touched them like that.
Okay.
So let's go.
All right. And also,
Jazzy, you got a new mic?
Jack just asked that. Where were you?
Oh, I'm playing Assassin's Creed.
Y'all know Atlas want to be me, man. That's all.
Hey, Jack.
Jesus.
All right, I'm definitely.
They ain't trying to be like Nikki. This is crazy.
Wow. And lastly, if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, like what you're watching right now, link is in the description for that. You could just drag and drop your gameplay, and I will use it. All right. So to the first topic, what I want to talk about Forspoken. Not too long.
Oh man,
not too long. It comes out this week. It's probably the least relevant game that's coming out this week. I gotta tell my PlayStation brethren. Now, we know Xbox dudes have low standards, and they have for a long time. But sometimes the PlayStation brethren have, sometimes they don't keep it real. This game is going to be trash. This game is trash. Like, it's okay. Listen, PlayStation, signs these little, money hat deals or whatever it is, and most of them turn out to be good. Most of the time. But they're not going to be good all the time. And Forspoken is probably just not going to be one of those situations. The game has been looking spooky, to say the least, from the very first time we saw it. And every time we saw it after that, it wasn't very convincing. It just didn't look compelling, didn't look good, and was never running at a stable frame rate from what I seen. We played the demo. Nobody was like blown away by that demo. Some people liked it. Listen, if you like it, you like it. I'm not, if you plan to buy it, I'm not knocking you. But we got to keep it real. This is not going to be anything great. The signs are all there. They're not sending review codes. It was announced they're not sending review codes to most of the media, right? The PC requirements for the game are absolutely insane. Like that, to play on the highest setting, you need like a 4080, huh? A 48? You mean the joint that just came out?
My question, hold on. What was the game? What was going to be the recommended specs if it came out on time?
Exactly. Like, that's the crazy part. This card just came out. How is it the recommended card of 4080? Like, what are y'all doing? So that PC port is going to be probably very unoptimized and sloppy, and the game is probably going to be very buggy and janky. Listen. The game is going to be trash, and y'all should just like admit that and accept that. But if you like certain things about it, that's fine. But we got to keep it real. Y'all are a little bit in denial about this. I want everybody's prediction. I'm going to predict at best this game is going to be like a 71. I wouldn't be shocked if it drops down into the high 60s on Metacritic.
Metacritic.
We bet money.
I'm at a 70.
I think it's going to get a 67.
I'm the only one that played the demo, right?
Smoove, you're at a 70?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Smoove, you said a 70?
70.
Man.
You don't know whether to go high or low, right?
Yeah. This looks like a Game Pass 69, in my opinion.
It could be.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm big on this one.
Yeah, okay.
Damn.
But yeah, the release, the embargo, not even the embargo, the actual codes won't be sent out to anybody until the game releases. So they have no confidence in their game.
Play the demo. That thing is getting a strong 55.
Like, this is my thing about the game, though, right? Everybody, people, even I said it looked mid, and people are running to the defense of the game. I'm not even here to talk about what looked bad about the game. I want to know what looks great about the game. Like, what are we talking?
Yeah.
The game drops a 720p resolution. The dialogue makes my flesh crazy. It's cringy as fuck. Like the NPCs' faces don't move with the dialogue. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? It's 2023 and we revert back to fucking early gen PS2 situations with this game, and I'm not here to deal with it, bro.
Remember,
and people get offended. Why are you telling me not to buy Forspoken? Well, go buy it and spend your money, dumb nigga. Go ahead and spend that 70. And then when you're upset and people try to tell you, like, I don't understand why people are so against reviewers and people. Like, it's people that have played the full game telling you low key not to buy the shit, and you still getting offended. Like, go buy it. Ain't nobody gonna stop you from wasting your fucking money, man. We just trying to let you know that shit look mid.
Is it 720p on the PS5?
I think when it goes into
performance mode,
it drop.
Oh man,
that's terrible.
That sounds like Nintendo Switch territory.
Bro,
what's going on, y'all?
720p in the PS3 generation, bro. 2 gens ago, we was at 720p.
This game is a tech demo, because you know how at the beginning of every gen, right? You got that game that is really just a glorified tech demo, and it should have stayed a tech demo, but they turned it into a game, and that's Forspoken. That's what this is.
Oh, you're talking about like Heavenly Sword.
I don't know.
Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword was a tech demo. Bro, Heavenly Sword had us.
You're right.
It
did appear.
Come on.
It was one of those. But Heavenly Sword was good. I don't think Heavenly Sword was a tech demo.
That was actually a good game, though.
I get what you're saying, but I don't think that.
Bro,
right. This really
Heavenly
seems
Sword
like
was a 3-hour long experience. Come on, bro. That was not no full feature. Come on, bro.
And I've been on Twitter. You got PlayStation dudes literally saying, "Oh, they not sending review codes out to y'all because y'all just gonna bash the game anyway, or they're just gonna tell you if the game is bad or good. Like, if the game is bad, they should bash it. That's the point.
That's the whole point of a fucking review. Like, what are we talking about? I don't understand. Like, okay.
Like, y'all, they are literally making it seem like, oh, they shouldn't be given they shouldn't be given a review codes because they're gonna say the game is bad. Well, what if the game is bad? That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to tell us that.
Now, I could see if this was a Survivor or a Stevie or whatever the fuck I could see if it was like every review they was doing, it was like, you could see bias in their reviews. But if everybody's saying the game is bad, guess what, brother? The game is bad. Like, it ain't no
agenda
narrative trying to be pushed. Like, the game it just fucking sucks. Like, there's no way around. That's what a review is.
Yeah,
I don't understand how people get on YouTube and review and talk about shit on Twitter, and then they don't want nobody else reviewing shit. So your opinion the only one that matters, bro? Like, people crazy as hell, dog.
Yeah, it's just like, bruh, nobody has a random, concerted agenda to falsely say Forspoken is bad. Like, why? Like, they're just gonna randomly, arbitrarily choose, like, yeah, we're all gonna come together and say bad things about Forspoken even though it's not true. That's what you think the media is doing? Like, come on, bro. Yeah, sometimes y'all gotta accept stuff it's probably just gonna be bad. Like,
yeah, because it's not even like a situation where we know, like, okay, obviously you got black female characters laying leave. That's not what people are saying. Like, I've seen people make videos, tweets about the demo, which they've updated to make it to improve the demo with people's problems with that. I'm watching gameplay clips of people playing the game. I saw one clip and it was the game looked fucking horrible. The combat looks absolutely deplorable. Like, the dude was like doing basic combat and then going all the way to the end of the bridge every single time he was about to get attacked. Like, bro, if Twitter videos can't save that game, then I don't know what to tell you.
Bro, I think it was real, right? You know, when they do the accolades for the game and they choose quotes. One of the quotes for Forspoken was, "There's so much to do." Word. That's the best thing you got to say. There's so much. Imagine somebody say that about your game. That's the best thing about it. There's so much to do. Word.
Fine. That sounds like Ubisoft.
They about to go down. These game reviewers about to go down Imus on this game.
Nappy head hoe.
Oh, shit.
Hey, man. But this the thing too, though, right? Now, from what I'm seeing, I've been gaming for over 30 years. The game looked mid to horrible. So, but this is the thing. I don't want people, and we know they're gonna do this, y'all. Oh, they just didn't like the game because it was a black character.
Yeah.
Like, bro, please don't do this shit, bro. Please don't start this shit.
Nothing was gonna save this game like the character. And you said something like this on Twitter. I just hate that, like, it's a black character because they can use that excuse to begin with.
Oh, absolutely.
When it's really like, no, it's not the black character. There being a black main lead is just a bad coincidence. the game itself is horrible, bro. Like,
soon as this game get bad reviews, the devs gonna say no. The audience is gonna say it's because it was a black character when you get bad reviews. When the game don't sell, the devs are gonna say it's because we used a black main character. Like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like, that's not the reason, bro.
And I hate it because it's like there's like this weird coincidence that a lot of games that happen to be bad happen to be the games where you get a rare black lead, right? That Forspoken. What's that game that was like Infamous that came out around the same time as Infamous? Prototype. The second one was a black lead, and the second one was way worse than the first one. It's like, come on, man. Like, and there's like a few other games. You know, there's not like a ton of games with the black lead. But
Starhawk
like
had a black main character. They wanted to boycott it because of that.
Yeah, it's just. Okay, I mean, somebody did say Miles Morales. Okay, but that was a pre-existing, you know,
that's an established
character. Yeah, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And
it was on top of that, it was a good game. Like, if it's a good game, ain't nothing stopping it from. You know what I mean? We talking about bad games.
Like, give us a black lead and a guaranteed banger. You know what I'm saying? A guaranteed, sure-proof, just banger. Don't be choosing. Oh, let's have a black lead in one of these iffy, untested, probably be mid games. One of y'all experiments in tech demos. No. We want that. We want proper treatment out here. Okay. So
Kenna, how'd y'all feel about Kenna?
It was good.
She wasn't black. She was more like a
native.
Asian.
Oh, so now she Dominican. What they be saying? They don't
Pacific Islander, maybe? I don't know. One of those.
Yeah. She was. Hey, Kana was cool though. That was a good.
She was made by two black dudes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
But she was like, she wasn't black though.
Now,
she wasn't.
You know that they gonna say. You know that they
kind of Eastern, like she was from the East type shit.
Oh, Deathloop. They bring up Deathloop. Yeah. That's an exception. I hate the game, but that is a good exception.
That was the first game I dropped this year.
I still gotta go back and play that again, man.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have to. You're right.
And
I do got Dishonored too.
And then there are a bunch of games where, like, you know, the main character is white, but then they'll do like a DLC spinoff, and like Assassin's Creed, Dishonored, you know, have all these. Yeah,
they did that.
Like, come on, man, y'all gonna stop treating us like this? We're gonna pull up on y'all. So, yeah. I hope whoever's buying Forspoken, listen, I hope y'all enjoy it. But yeah, I gotta also
the reviews come out tomorrow, right?
Yeah, either Monday or Tuesday.
So we gonna all this speculation we doing, man. Is gonna be it is what it is after tomorrow, man.
I'm gonna go down to
it's really hit.
I'm gonna go down to a 68. I can't see this game even landing in the 70s. I just can't see it. I'm gonna go 68. Yeah.
55.
Bro, the reviewers already been foreshadowing. People that got the games like, I'm finna write a review. It ain't looking too good. Like, yeah, motherfuckers already foreshadowing they finna roast this game tomorrow or whatever the fuck the reviews come out. So.
Yeah, people saying there. And my thing is like the dudes who be like, oh, they're not gonna give you a code because you're gonna bash the game. I'm like, okay, not that they should, but you don't think that if you purposely don't give them a code, you don't think that they're gonna be like, I bet, and then when they actually get a code or buy it themselves and put out their review, they might be even harsher. That ain't helping you.
Yeah. And I feel like and I feel like if this was an Xbox game, none of these dudes would be buying that excuse at all. So let's just keep it real, everybody.
Bro, if this was an Xbox game, it wouldn't be getting no praise or hype. Wasn't no PlayStation. Yeah. All these PlayStation dudes that was shitting on, How on Life and all this other shit, bro, they would have been roasting this fucking game, bro.
This is very much a Game Pass. This is very much a Game Pass game that's just not in Game Pass. No. So, but
Game Pass.
Yeah. So yeah, all for Forspoken. Let's move on. So I can't remember if we talked about this last week. Callisto Protocol didn't meet the sales expectations. It sold like 2 million, and they wanted to sell like 5. So
really,
I can't remember, but it commercially flopped. They released New Game Plus just this week, and
I'm playing through it. I'm playing through that thing right now.
I just went back and got the platinum. I was only missing two of those implants. So I was like, I could tolerate this game enough to get, 1 trophy and get the platinum. So,
what y'all think until they add it to the PlayStation Premium?
They
Callisto?
should put it on there. I think they should.
Yeah. And they had patched it they had shortened the animation times on a bunch of stuff. And it's had like a price drop. I've seen it for like $40-something or whatever. So
they took out a lot of the death animation too. You know, like how
you could skip
it used to be when every enemy would kill you, it'd do like a little cutscene of them killing you. They took out most of them, bro. It's only a few left in the game. Like,
yeah, you still can't skip cutscenes. Oh my god, bro.
Oh, you can't?
No, bro.
I haven't tried.
It's 20. Do not release a game in 2023 and you cannot skip cutscenes. Technically, the game came out last year, right? But still, it still counts.
Especially in New Game Plus mode, you want to be able to skip that.
I'll say New Game Plus, but the cutscenes ain't that long in this game. That don't really bother me that much.
Still, that just sucks.
Unless you got to rewatch them after you die or some shit like that. That'd be.
Yeah.
They need to do is fix some checkpoints, bro.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Next.
You okay, BG?
Yeah, looking at the next topic. What happened?
I got you flustered. BG, what's going on?
I'm about to look at the next topic, see what I want to choose from.
Okay. Need some water?
Great topic so far, BG. Thank you.
These are great topics. You're welcome, Jack.
I mean,
I agree.
Suicide Squad and Xbox Layoffs go hand in hand.
I mean, I'm gonna get to that. You just want to jump right to it, huh? Just get to slander in 343.
No foreplay at all. Like,
I do not know of any studio called 343.
Okay, you're right.
What's it called?
043.
043. Okay, before we get to that, we could do that next. I don't know if y'all care about this, but Bruce Straley, who is a co-director and co-writer of The Last of Us, he did write some stuff, right? Yes. With Neil Druckmann. He wasn't credited in the HBO show, right? He didn't work on the HBO show, but he did help write the story. So y'all think he should have got that some credit rolls?
Is he mad about it, or are people just trying to find something?
He's mad about it.
Oh wow!
Oh.
He was calling for video games to unionize. He should have definitely been credited in the show because they're literally quoting shit he said verbatim, shit he wrote verbatim, right? Just because he's not there no more didn't mean that he didn't create it. There's dead people that still get credited with their inventions, and he helped invent The Last of Us. There's no reason that man shouldn't have been credited.
Yeah,
at all.
But
the story's like 1-to-1. So, if his involvement came in with the first game, he should get some credit.
Bro, is old buddy fighting for him to get credit as well, or he just not saying nothing?
They didn't say. I don't think they said shit. My thing is this: anything Last of Us related going forward should have acknowledgement of Bruce Straley and what he gave to that franchise. In my opinion,
Roman Reigns acknowledge me.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Because at first I was like, wait, didn't he just co-direct? But now I was like, no, he wrote some of that stuff, right? And then when I realized, like, yeah, he was help with the writing. Yeah, he should be credited.
You remember he did the original 2012 E3 stage demo, and he was actually, they started memeing. Remember they called it the Straley, how he was standing and playing the game and shit. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
he's synonymous. When you hear Bruce Straley, you think about that's the first thing pop in my head when I hear that name. So yeah. They bugging.
Yeah, Neil, need to give him a call. Be like, my bad, dog. We got you though. Okay. I guess this was the biggest news that happened this week. So Microsoft, there's been a whole bunch of tech layoffs. Google, and all the big tech companies laid off a lot of people. But
how many people did Nintendo and Sony lay off?
None that I've seen.
That's all you need to hear. How many people did Valve lay off?
None that I'm aware of.
How many people did Epic Games lay off?
Here we go.
None that I'm aware of.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can find it if we start Googling. Some things are reported, some are not. Riot Games laid off, I think, 47 people.
I mean, those are probably people that accuse them of deviant behavior.
But let me finish real quick. So Microsoft laid off 10,000 employees. Some of that consists of people from Bethesda and 343. The others were just from overall in the company, not only gaming. And yeah, 343 put out a post. 043 put out a post confirming that they're still in control of Halo. Because rumors started to come out that Halo would be taken from them and stuff like that. They came out and put out a post. Halo was. They said something to the effect, "Halo is alive. We are in control of Halo. We're gonna keep making Halo content, working on the multiplayer stories and that you love and all that good stuff." So yeah, it's just another like embarrassing and tragic moment in the like and just the chronicles of 343 handling Halo. It's bad for Halo. It's bad for 343. Like the whole thing has been a catastrophe. Things just only get worse for Halo and 343. Like I don't know. Like Bond has been on here for it feels like a whole years talking about how much of a disaster they are. I don't really know what else to say about it.
I've been saying it forever. Nobody believed me. I want my apologies. I want my flowers. I'm sorry. Shit, at this point, y'all might as well be kissing my ass and telling me I was fucking right.
How about we just break your spine and make you kiss your own ass, Bond?
Wow.
What the fuck going on?
Goddamn.
Fired Bonnie Ross. They've done a lot of things. There was I want to read this tweet from a former developer at 343. He now works at Respawn, but he was at 343 when they were working on Halo Infinite. He said the layoffs at 343 shouldn't have happened, and Halo Infinite should be in a better state. The reason for both of those things is incompetent leadership up top during Halo Infinite development, causing massive stress on those working hard to make Halo the best it could be. The people I worked with every day were passionate about Halo and wanted to make something great for the fans. They helped push for a better Halo and got laid off for it. Devs still there working hard on that dream. Look at Forge. Be kind to them during this awful time. So yeah, I think Bond, I think you got to be a little bit understanding that it's not like the developers in the studio.
What?
It's not the developers in the studio. It's leadership.
Nigga, the Celtics won with fucking Doc Rivers.
Oh,
Great coach.
That nigga's trash.
Nah.
Like,
Yeah, you agree
I'm
with
not. I'm like, yo, look. Here's all I gotta say. How many? I'm sorry, it's not even years anymore. We're at an official decade. How many decades of excuses are we gonna give Microsoft and Xbox?
Smoove.
I mean, at what point? At what point? No, I'm being serious. At what point is enough enough? Somebody literally told me this, that Phil Spencer is worse than that man.
Oh, shit.
And I had to think about it. And that man only had a bad run for what? 3, 4, 5 years? Phil Spencer, how long has Phil Spencer been a part of Microsoft? Somebody look that up for me.
20.
Yeah, it's been
17?
Right?
Yeah.
2014. He is about to enter a decade of destruction.
Well, he became head, I think, around 2017 or something like that. But he was.
Like, this is absolutely insane. This nigga has not delivered one thing for Xbox since he's been there, but spending money on things that's already been established. All he's done is ruin existing properties and bought shit to do nothing with. Like, BG used to say that Cyberpunk, if it doesn't get like a 92 plus or whatever, like this game can't be good. It's got to be great. Starfield's got to hit 90 plus. And anything less at this point is just an absolute failure for Microsoft. I mean, they spent how many billions on Bethesda?
8. I won at 8.
ABs.
I thought it was 50.
No.
No,
You're thinking
that's
about
ABK.
Yeah, you're thinking about Activision Blizzard.
Oh yeah, well, regardless, yeah, like you spend not 7, 8, 9 billion. Like this shit isn't bad. Like that's why I said last week, Smoove. Like at what point do you just throw in the towel? Like I'm about
what does throwing in a towel look like? What does that? What do you want?
It means you stop playing Xbox like most. Okay, I'll give you perfect examples. I'll give you perfect examples. It means It means after the Super Nintendo, you didn't buy an N64. You bought a PlayStation 1. It means after the PlayStation 2, you didn't buy a PS3. You bought an Xbox 360. It means after the Xbox 360, you didn't buy an Xbox One, you bought a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
it means you didn't buy a Wii U. That's what they're like. These are perfect examples of shifts in the industry. And like, I haven't bought an Xbox since the 360. I don't see any reason to buy a machine where they don't do anything. And I know a lot of people felt that same way about the N64 when they had no games and all the Japanese RPGs, the third parties, Square Enix, SquareSoft, all those people were making games on PlayStation 1. But it's like at what point is enough, dog?
So that's all y'all want people to do is just stop playing Xbox? That's really what it is?
No, that wasn't the question. You're deflecting.
No, I said, what do you want me to do?
No, I'm saying you can do whatever you want as long as you keep paying me. I don't give a fuck where your money goes.
Oh man!
But I'm just saying, like I'm about to call Child Protective Services because they abuse kids. I'm about to start calling I don't know who you call for domestic abuse for women because like Microsoft whooping your ass, they abusing kids, they whooping your ass. Like this is not a healthy relationship. Well, like in no other industry, like. Niggas are quick to change cable if they have a bad month of service. They're quick to change cable and internet. You've had a decade of nothingness, and you still riding high.
Is co-op out for Halo?
Yeah, it's been out for a couple months now.
I couldn't remember.
Nobody even cares. The game's dead. The franchise is dead. They should have left Master Chief in the motherfucking icebox.
And here's what I heard. And this came from an Xbox person, so I'm not sure where they heard it, but they seem to know this was true or something like that. So we all know that one of the 343 heads said that Halo Infinite was going to be like there was going to be a 10-year plan, right? So apparently there hasn't even been any like Halo Infinite campaign content even in development. So they never even started on anything to support this 10-year plan. And I think Jason Schreier confirmed that. And this Xbox dude I was listening to said that like they're just gonna like stop support of Halo Infinite at like season 3 or 4. Once again, don't know how true that is, but for something went from like a 10-year plan to like ending at season 3 or 4, and they're at like season 2 right now, ain't they?
I mean, they're right about a 10-year plan. I mean, that's how many years they've not done shit.
Smoove, you hearing this, brother?
This shit is crazy. In no other industry would 10 years be tolerated, let alone
you get fired. Absolutely.
Like BG. Remember you had bad internet, right?
Yeah.
Would you have waited 10 years?
No, I couldn't wait to get away from them bums.
To move to another state, right?
This is insane.
Shut up.
And I be knowing Xbox is trash. Because the games that Smoove bets to play and complete, he won't even beat those games on Xbox.
And yeah, like it's funny because 343 posted that tweet very confidently, like they were posting good news. I'm like, the fact that y'all are still gonna be the ones handling Halo, I'm like, that's terrible news. That's not good news. Nobody should be excited about that. People were excited about the thought that somebody else could be doing it.
It's crazy that the devs got to tweet out that they're going to still be developing the game that they like. That's crazy, bro. Imagine if like Naughty Dog had tweet out we still developing The Last of Us. Like, nigga, what? Of course you are. That's your fucking game. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
That's some wild shit to even have to tweet out, bro.
Yeah, it felt like it was very reactionary to what was going on. So it felt like they know, but it kind of comes off as like tone deaf, considering what news actually spurred on to make that tweet. Because they wouldn't have tweeted otherwise if this didn't happen.
You know what?
Oh no, they retweeted it because the rumors of that they were being regulated to a consult studio versus actually developing the game. That's why that came out.
Yeah, but the fact that you even got to this position and this like terrible situation that you have to confirm that you're in control of your own game, like your name is 343. Right. And I guess that's why also like it'll be very weird for them to, because I think that's what they should do. They should work on something else because they were manufactured to make Halo, but I don't think it's their passion, and they might be like a little bit creatively bankrupt and because they've been pigeonholed to make Halo. I think they should work on something else. They might be great at working at a new IP. I don't know.
You know what they should do? They should call up Sony and say how much you willing to pay for Halo. I'm dead ass.
Oh God.
They should call up Sony and be like, how much are y'all willing to pay for Halo?
Oh yeah, because Sony got Bungie.
Yep.
That would be some wild shit.
Attic, I want you to go, but this is what I said. I said they need to start poaching certain people, certain leaders, like studio directors and creative. They need to start poaching hard.
Didn't they do that though, and it didn't work? Like,
yeah, they did that with the initiative. The problem is you can poach all you want, but if you don't have the people above these leaders, then it's going to fall apart. And I think that was the biggest issue with 343. The people that could move the entire studio into directions, they were pushing their own type of games they wanted to be made instead of what made sense.
Get them the fuck up out of here, everybody. Look,
Mm-hmm.
look, I used to always say that the Nintendo, and I was right, that Nintendo won't ever be successful until Reggie and that man are gone. They need to fucking go into Microsoft. And you ever see that meme where the Grim Reaper is like knocking on the door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That needs to be everybody in Microsoft.
Damn.
Just get them the fuck up out of here. Start fresh. Start new. Because this shit ain't working.
Attic, you're the head of 343. What do you do? How do you fix this?
I think first off, making a games as a service is extremely difficult. I don't think you can realistically do that and form a narrative team to make a single player game. So I feel like you would outsource that single player portion to a studio that you trust would make a quality product. I don't know who that would be. I guess you guys can throw up your own little names of who that would be. I would make sure you pour money into making a BR that's competent, that actually can hold up to what's going on now. And I would restructure the entire 343 as it is now and make Arena how it is now, but add on to that. And I would put the BR, the Arena in the same kind of service with the, whatever their battle pass, whatever it is. And it works towards both of those effects. It'd be like a two-prong attack. It's like, you got the BR and the Arena working together. The cosmetics go hand in hand. You do stuff for this, do stuff for that. You get rewarded. I think the biggest thing that have the issue is you can have the best multiplayer gameplay alive, but if you can't reward your players effectively, they're gonna leave. We've definitely gotten to the point where people don't want to just play anymore. They want to be rewarded for their playment. So it's just that there's a lot of things that was going on, and I think the biggest thing is the way it's been described to me is by the time they realized what they wanted the core experience of Halo to be, there wasn't a lot of time to actually do it. And I think that was the core thing, and that's on management. That's on it's on Bonnie Ross, Chris Lee. Some of that goes to Phil Spencer and Matt Booty because they didn't check in on them as much. Maybe they felt like since they were 343, they shouldn't have to check in on them as much. But it's just like it is what it is. Like you need to go over there and make sure these people are doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah. By the way, Joseph Staten has left and went back to Microsoft Publishing, I think. So he left because he was brought on to help guide them to the finish line for Halo Infinite, but he's going on to Microsoft Publishing now. Went back. But okay, so you said
you're gonna ask me what I would do.
Okay. What would you do, Bon? You're the head of 343. What do you do?
You all watched the Chappelle Show, right? You remember Making the Band?
Yes.
Oh, P. Diddy.
We closing down the studio. We close down the studio. I'm like, bro, I'll use myself in this example, right? Yeah, you're creating a basketball team. Niggas broken his knees 10 times. You gonna play him or you gonna move on?
Derrick Rose.
You got to move on.
Put the studio down. Take it out back. Quick encounter, buckshot style. Cut your losses. Move the fuck off. Move on. Send the developers to other studios, but not. See, here's the issue. Not only is you're better off sending the developers in 343 studios, consolidating them into other teams, because the 343 studio, the 043 studio brand is poison. Nobody's going to have faith in anything that has 043 on the cover. If you heard what, like, okay, here's a good example, BG. In a dream world, right? Sony says we have hired 043 Studios to work on Factions 2. What you thinking?
No.
Exactly. So there's nothing they can come out with or nothing they can do that will inspire any confidence in anybody. They're a dead studio.
Smoove.
They're done.
Smoove.
Close it the fuck down and move the people that are in it to other teams. Their brand is poison. As far as Halo goes, they need to put it on ice. They need to stop making Halo until they find another competent team that can handle making it, because 043 ain't it.
I don't know. I don't. I think
I'm mad as fuck, dude.
I mean, they killed our childhood, Smoove. Wouldn't you be mad?
When it comes to
always talking about how all these woke people destroyed this, destroyed that. 043 did a better job than any woke bald feminist ever did.
Oh man,
I think that under the right leadership, 343 can get it in the right direction. But at this point, they need to just shut up. If they want to continue to give that brand to 343, they need to make sure the right people are at place. They need to regularly visit that studio. And what's funny is like they're close to them. Like I need someone over there like twice a month. Like it's like show me what you're doing right now.
They need to be camped out there with sniper rifles looking through the windows.
God damn.
It's just
twice a month.
It's like the
like a nigga slipping, they need to see red dots on their neighbor's forehead on the cubicle.
They're gonna see someone. They're gonna see someone open the refrigerator. You're not on break, bitch. Get back to that computer.
For real. And you know what? Microsoft kind of deserves this, because y'all can hate BG for saying it, but crunch makes good games. But Microsoft, we're not about crunch. We give our point. And look what happens. You crunch and you have a job, or you don't crunch and now you broke and homeless.
Oh my God. So hold on, Smoove. Okay, Smoove, fix 343. How do you do it?
Damn. You say, you know what? Huddle up, make a game, let us know when you're done. It doesn't have to be Halo.
What?
Make a game.
Huddle up. Call an audible.
You gotta make something. Just show me what you got. Like, because if we're gonna put Halo on ice, put Halo on ice. Give it to id. I don't care. But like, have them put.
We've acted like he's the quarterback. This is the play we doing. We about to.
I got a question though, Smoove.
What's up?
On Halo, they huddled up and they showed Microsoft what they had to offer. You see how that turned out? Why would you tell them to do it again?
No. Don't make a Halo game. Just make something.
So you think if they make something that's not Halo, it'll turn out a little bit better?
Yeah, it'll probably be amazing.
Here's the thing. I've talked to a few people at 343. The issue isn't the body; it's the heads. They're the ones that are going on this wild goose chase, trying to be the next Fortnite. And a lot of the issue with the industry in general is people trend chasing, clout chasing. Like they want to be that next GTA money, that next Fortnite money, that next Destiny 2 money so bad, but they won't do any of the preparation work it is to get to it. That's why you have Marvel Avengers, you have Anthem. Like people are going off half-assed because they want that money, but they won't put the time and effort to do it. It's like DC versus Marvel. Marvel spent years building up that kind of audience, building up that kind of storyline to get what they have now, and DC just tries to do it in half the time, and they never can.
Or Addict, they can't even. It's not about. See, this is the point I hear. But it's about the management. It's about the talent. These niggas can't even make co-op. Like, let's be real. 343 doesn't even need to be talented. All they're doing is copying a genius's homework, and they can't even do that. It's like BG. You're sitting in class. You're sitting behind some Asian in calculus, and you see his paper in front of you, and you're still failing.
Let me ask you this then. What what is the alternative when a management comes to you, assigns you a project? In the middle of that project, they assign you another project. In the middle of that project, they keep assigning you more projects. And then after you've done the last one, they say, oh, we want the first one done, but we want it in what would normally take a year and a half. We want it in 4 months.
Yeah, I think I'm blaming leadership.
They had a whole year delay.
I'm not blaming the low level average developer at that studio. I really do believe it's management and leadership. Just not knowing how to steer the way and lead and guide.
Get them all out of here.
I got a question.
Fuck out.
Hey, Attic, I got a question for you. Do you think Microsoft continues the hands-off approach that they were going with their developers now? Do you think they're gonna continue that, or they seeing how Halo turned out, you think they're gonna reel it in a little bit? And
it seems like to me they do that to some studios and not others. But my thing is, like, if a studio shows to you that they need a little bit more of a directional, like a firm on hand approach, then like, why do you continue to let them run wild after they've showed you that they can't be reliable with your money? It's like the moment 343 showed Craig's face, there should have been people over there every week. They should have turned Bonnie Ross's they should have turned her office into Phil Spencer's office. I ain't leaving until I see this game shit. Like,
you know what? That's also a good point. I made this how do I phrase this? I made this point a long time ago where I said I didn't like the fact that Bonnie Ross was in charge of Halo, and people got mad at me for saying that. But again, when there's a dude bro game, why is she in charge of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of variables behind Halo Infinite, and I'm there with Black
Weapon Wheel
doesn't
co-sign that statement by.
Hold on.
If we had a game about applying makeup and doing hair and nails, would it make sense to have a man be the lead in that game?
Weapon Wheel does not mirror the views of Bomb.
I wasn't referring to that. I was referring to they need to work on something new. It's just like, I feel like, they don't get it twisted. I know people in the chat go, there's talented people at 343, but they needed an entire infrastructure. They everything needs to be changed around. People that clearly don't know what they doing, or it's just, there's a lot of back and forth and not going forward. Like there's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of directional handhelling where they don't know what direction they want the Halo brand to go. And when you consistently have this through an entire development cycle, and then when you finally, oh shit, we got a year and a half to get this game out, we need to decide something. You probably wasted 2-3 years of dev team where you could have actually done something and had some physical stuff at the end.
I just want to.
All I'm saying is this: the game's audience is primarily 99.9% men in a military shooter.
So
but I don't think nothing else needs to be said about that. It's freaking common sense. Another thing is like every wrong move this studio makes, there's excuse. This shit isn't that hard. Joel Embiid's got to be putting up numbers whether he has the worst coach in the world, Brett Brown, or he has a shitty-ass coach in Doc Rivers. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what management does. Your fucking job is to do your fucking job. And if you can't fucking do your job, then whether it's management, development, or talent, y'all need to fucking go. This is the same situation with fucking Kathleen Kennedy and the Force is female. Okay, cool. Women like Star Wars. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. But the primary audience for this type of franchise and IP isn't really women.
There goes your monetization.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying, like, I wouldn't be a good fit to run fucking Victoria's Secret.
Oh man.
I disagree.
I'm going to listen. I think they need to, like I said, do something. I don't even think this is extreme anymore. I think they either need to, well, I definitely think they need to step away from Halo and make something else. That's number one. And either when they return, it needs to be a Halo like reboot, because you've like botched, like, let's be real, like this franchise up so bad, you kind of like almost want a reboot. Or and kill. Listen, I've been saying kill Master Chief for the longest. You need kill John.
They didn't
Kill
need
this
to
John.
kill him. He was
John.
on ice. They didn't need to kill him.
Well, do something extreme. Reboot.
He was on ice. His story was done.
Change up the gameplay. Do something like drastic. I don't know how much you could change up a first person shooter, but it's just add a lot of mechanics to it. Y'all could be creative. That's y'all job to come up with it, not mine. But
and here's another thing. Regardless of who Bonnie Ross is, what the fuck did she ever do in the past to earn the right to head one of the most recognizable franchises in the history of gaming?
Hold up.
She got a history. She got a resume. She got a resume. I don't know the resume. I just know she got a resume.
Oh, what? She got a resume, but you don't know.
I don't know what's on it, but she got a resume.
Somebody tell me what she did to earn the position for Microsoft's flagship franchise and formerly one of the most prestigious.
Now I gotta look up Bonnie Ross's career.
Quota.
Well, that's y'all being real sexist right now.
She's been active in gaming since 1994. I don't know a damn thing she's done.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. She's worked on games such as Zoo Tycoon, Fusion Frenzy, Jade Empire, Mass Effect, Psychonauts, Gears of War, Alan Wake, Crackdown. In 2015, she was a general manager for Microsoft Game Studios when Halo developer Bungie split from Microsoft in 2017. That's when she became, the overseer of the franchise. So she worked on some games.
That don't look like a resume.
But I think what it is, Bon, I don't know the history behind that. It seemed like she was in the right place at the right time and one of the highest people in that industry at that time.
She has some games under her. Graduated from Colorado State University. I'm just putting stuff out there at this point.
God.
Hey, man.
I'm just saying, bro. She doesn't seem like a qualified person for Halo. For any other game franchise, yes, but it's like Halo is Xbox. There's no fucking Xbox without Halo. And this just doesn't seem like when everybody was celebrating, oh my God, Bonnie Ross. And we're so happy. I'm like, well, who the fuck is Bonnie Ross?
Well, they split her role up into 3 people now. So, that could also be a sign that her role might have been too much for even one person to handle. So it's good that they split it up, right?
And you know what? Let's talk about who the real problem is at Microsoft.
Oh, here we go.
Because they forced my fucking hand. Fuck around with Bonnie Ross, 0 through whatever. Get Phil Spencer the fuck up out of here.
Big Phil? Come on, man.
Out.
Not Big Phil.
What are the top 3 things Phil Spencer has done?
Brought Japanese game to Game Pass.
He's expanded the Xbox studios to more than it's ever been.
To what?
A lot of studios, like 40 something studios.
So he spent Big Bill's money. I can do that.
He wears jackets. He wears jackets all the time.
I think the biggest thing is he convinced the people that are important, the executives, the chairman, he convinced them to take Xbox seriously. Because I don't think without Phil Spencer and the situations he was in during last generation, I don't think Microsoft opens up the bank account to buy anything.
And the issue with that is Microsoft was trash then. That's why if they weren't going downhill, there wouldn't have needed to be any convincing.
Bought studios and Game Pass. So
yep. So he spent a lot of that. He spent a lot of daddy's money, and he opened a subscription model that is prone to mediocre games and people not buying games under console.
He's fixed a lot of Japanese relations too. So
I disagree with that because Japanese games sold very well on the 360. Here's the problem. People don't buy games on Xbox anymore, period.
I mean, it's not that. If people bought them to that degree in the 360, why'd they stop releasing them on the Xbox?
Because Xbox One was trash. Most of the Japanese games during that era, Japanese games weren't really that good during the 360 PS3 era. They were regulated to the handhelds because the Japanese were slow on the uptake on the HD games, and Japanese developers were not as good then. They fell off from the PS2 to the PS3 era. They didn't really come back to the PS4 era.
Yeah.
I truly believe if Phil Spencer wasn't in that area, there wouldn't be an Xbox right now.
Well, I truly believe if they didn't fuck up before Phil Spencer, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, I mean,
period.
we can't rewrite history.
Yeah, we
Like-
can't. So let's get him the fuck up out of here. He's had 10 years almost. He hasn't done shit to turn anything around. Xbox is still a dribbling pile of dog shit.
Jesus.
Like this is fucking annoying.
how you
As a
really
person
feel?
that, as
How
a
you really feel, bro?
imagine they called you Halo in college. You had an Xbox since day one. You've been playing this shit, and then just to see it just die like
This
this.
your namesake, Bond. They really making you look
They
bad by
just die
proxy,
like
man.
this. I had to go to the court records. They had to say, "Nah, we taking that name for you. That shit dead."
Vaughn Red. Go ahead.
Yo, I just had to about Halo. That previous question. There's like a few things that I don't think any of y'all have said it. So the first thing, if I was in charge of 343, the first thing I'm doing, the upper management, they're all fired and they're all getting fines for fumbling the bag. For when did Halo 4 come out? What year was that?
Like 2015, something like that.
Not 2015.
I feel like it was older than that. It was on 360.
2012.
Halo 4? Oh, you said 4. I'm thinking
Yeah.
Halo 5.
Yeah, so coming up on 11 years, yeah, they're getting fired and fined for fumbling the bag for over 10 years. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Can
I'm
you
not
sue
gonna.
prior employees for incompetence?
No, it's not going to be sued. They're going to get a fine on top of being fired. That fine could be.
Oh, so we're in a dream world. Okay, continue.
that fine can be. It won't be listed as such, but that means their severance. They're getting less of that because you've clearly taken all the money that we've given you and not put it into good use.
So AKA you want to give these people more money when they sue Microsoft for false. Never mind, keep going. Like,
what's the next thing?
Oh, if they can try and sue Microsoft if they want, that's just going to hurt them in the long
They're
run.
gonna go broke trying.
Yeah. So they can try all they want. They've already wasted their money, so if they want to waste more, by all means. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, at this point, the franchise is just it had hope before Infinite came out. They fumbled the bag again. So at this point, break the emergency glass, make Halo 3 anniversary, and then just put the franchise on hiatus for the foreseeable future. That's pretty much the only thing.
I don't know what's run worse, HBCUs or Microsoft at this point.
Hey yo,
Damn, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
Shout out to Ed Reed.
The only thing that could save this franchise right now is literally Halo 3 anniversary. If they get the, I think it was Blur Studios, get them back for the cutscenes again. Just make the gameplay. The gameplay is still great for Halo 3. Just up the visuals for it. Make Halo 3 anniversary, then put the franchise on hiatus because as 343 is clearly shown, they will never be able to top Halo 3. So at that point, just remaster the clearly best game in the franchise, and then put the franchise to rest. Not permanently per se, but just like go out on a bang, go out on a remaster of arguably the peak of Halo's popularity multiplayer. And just put it on hiatus. Let them make something else that they don't have to worry about.
The only thing
taking.
that's saving Halo is if Sony buys it. That's it.
Somebody,
it's a wrap.
Somebody did bring
You
up.
could argue they kind of did.
So somebody did bring up a good point on Twitter that I saw. It's possible that let's say that Halo Infinite was in a better position, right? Like let's say there actually was content and all the bad stuff that happened didn't happen. It's possible that like the player count it would be better, but it wouldn't be great either because a lot of people believe that like Halo just hasn't evolved to the current time.
You know what's crazy? And I can't believe he was right. People were clowning him, even I thought it was stupid. Dr. Disrespect was right.
Of course he was.
This game didn't have a battle royale, and now it's dead.
Maintained a career.
And I'm not
you
even
can't
saying
do that unless you're right.
And I'm not even saying like because I'm kind of against like the whole every game needs a battle royale, but I do think like Halo, they have introduced new mechanics throughout the different games, and some people have, and I think some of the purists of Halo, the Halo games who believe, oh, this shouldn't be in Halo and that shouldn't be in Halo, that kind of like just
Nah, don't let these dick riders that aren't Halo purists fool you. Halo purists would have loved a battle royale with all the vehicles that are unique to the game.
Yeah,
That
I'm just saying, like,
awesome.
it stifled like its its creativity and its ability to evolve because they feel like they had to generally stick to the formula. But I do believe that like part of the reason is just like Halo just hasn't evolved. It is generally, I guess arena shooters don't do that well nowadays. I still think it could be, one could be successful with the if done right. But yeah,
It just had too many problems: microtransactions, progression, matchmaking, weapon balancing, stupid maps, like playlists. No, like it's just dumb shit. Like dumb shit that Halo 2 had more features than Halo Infinite. That's just scary and stupid.
Attic, do you believe the Gears remaster collection exists? No, don't be in such a rush to talk, Attic.
Oh man, I am struggling on this platform.
Kid Smoove, do you believe the Gears remaster collection exists?
I think it exists.
I think Gears gonna kick your ass.
I think it exists.
Speaking of Gears, why has Coalition been more successful with Gears than 043 has been with Halo?
Because Coalition is damn near half of that Gears Award team, that Epic
Wasn't
team.
043 Studios half of Bungie?
Something like that.
So okay, we're on to something. Two studios that took over two revered franchises that took half the development teams each. They both came into the same situation. Gears 4 and 5 were, I would say, good games on par with the prior games. I wouldn't say they were any better or any worse, but I would say they're definitely great games that should definitely be hanging up there with the rest of the games. The same can't be said for Halo. So what's the difference?
Attic responded in the chat. He said yes. I think he just can't speak right now, so he does think it exists apparently. I mean, I think it makes sense. I've seen some people say they think it's pointless, but Gears is not on Gears 2 and 3 are not on PC, and you can't. I don't know any way you could actually access Gears 1 anyway. Like you probably have to
damn
for Windows Live.
People in the Discord comparing the current state of Halo to Sonic. Damn.
Yeah,
wow, that's bad. But we still have not answered the question. Coalition and 043 Studios had the same exact situation. One succeeded and one failed. Why?
Unreal Engine. I don't know.
and I would say that 043 Studios had more to work with because they had more people, more money, and more time.
And I mean, I think
Smoove is actually kind of right with Unreal because these proprietary engines, it's
well,
just
343 didn't use Slipspace the whole time, so
yeah, like
Slipspace just a evolution of whatever engine that Halo ran on previously.
Yeah. Shit space.
Yeah.
Oh I think,
and it's. I was gonna say I do think the Gears collection's real. I do think it's real. So.
Okay. And I really like the last Gears. I do think it was at the point where it could be another Halo situation as far as like it not evolving right with the times. But they put some like new mechanics in that in the single player, like very light RPG stuff and like side missions and stuff. I think they need if they want to actually keep Gears relevant, they have to like go even further with it in the next game. That's what I
think. What they should do is try to kind of, I don't know how you would do it, but I think there's definitely things in Gears Tactics you could add to the standard Gears. Yeah, I think Gears Tactics is a very underrated game. That's a good game.
It is. Love it.
I just played,
did you ever get past the first level or did you quit?
DLC.
Oh, I quit for sure.
Wow.
The nigga Smoove couldn't even get past the tutorial mission in Gears Tactics.
Oh man,
it's not his thing. Well, I'm ready to move off the 34. We didn't talk about Bethesda. I mean, but I mean, to I guess Microsoft's credit, of course, all the acquisitions mean they brought on a lot of people, and in total, they've employed more people than they've laid off. So and sometimes when you acquire all this stuff, you got to be like, okay, well, we don't need all of y'all anymore, especially all that pandemic hiring. So y'all gotta go. Our bad. You know.
Bad
The whole
big
tech
man.
industry was in shambles this week.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Not for Nintendo, Sony, and Valve though.
Oh man.
Well, they're actually being successful right now. So, yeah.
Okay.
I ain't see the Japanese overlords having layoff issues.
Japanese overlords. This guy. I'm ready to get off 343, and unless y'all got anything else to say.
I got one last thing, because it's a matter of respect here. That man said, "You know what? My company's sucking dick. I'm gonna reduce my salary by half." How come Phil Spencer ain't doing that?
Oh man. Well,
how come he ain't reducing his salary to try to save other people's jobs like that man did?
So
A white man's not doing that,
salary of
Bond.
management to save those jobs also.
I'm gonna be, devil's advocate, and since Smoove won't defend Xbox and Microsoft, I'm gonna try to.
right.
I gotta try
Crazy.
to, just to balance things out.
Oh,
I'm gonna say maybe, because sometimes layoffs, even if you have the money to keep these people, you have no purpose for them. So maybe it's a situation where, yeah, we could pay you, but like, it's just way too many people. Like that's kind of the problem. Like Ubisoft has is there's way too many people, in that damn collection
if we're
of
talking
studios.
about purpose, then the entire company of Microsoft needs to be closed down. Because what purpose do they fucking have?
Oh man, you got me. You got it. I tried.
I was about to say, because
what purpose do they have?
There's a list of stuff wrong with Halo right now. Like, if they can't find a use for every single person, that's
a good
once
point.
again bad management.
Hey man,
Like,
I tried Smoove.
Y'all remember the Sony disappointment timeline?
I do.
Yes.
The list of shits that Halo Infinite needs fixed is longer than that.
I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it no more. Like on
Nobody got it.
Sony disappointment timeline?
Yeah, I couldn't find the Google.
You just type it in.
You're talking about the pretty much the whole PS3 launch and everything.
Timeline. Yeah, if you type that in, it should like link you directly.
I
to
didn't know the
GameStop.
official name, so I was like, yeah, okay, disappointment time.
The only thing
first
missing for Halo
thing.
right now is Gabe Newell coming out and saying it's terrible.
Yeah, the end of the timeline was kind of like when Portal came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like,
hey man,
crazy. In the Discord, they're saying that the Coalition hired some Gears fans to help out with the game. I'm sorry, but they had to have had some professional Halo players or somebody.
If pulled a Sonic Mania, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had to have somebody that played Halo in the past, like, come try to help with that game. Imagine if Microsoft called me up and said that they wanted me to come over to the studios and help with the game. That might be like an active shooter situation on their hands.
Oh man. All right, bro.
Oh man.
All right, bro. It's time to move on.
Oh my goodness.
We would be cleaning house one way or another over at Microsoft Game Studios.
I say you better go lay some shit down. Quick encounter, baby.
Time to move
Oh
on.
man.
Yes, sir.
Go on, man. All right, I'm gonna move on. This kind
obviously, people, I'm joking and being sarcastic for anybody who's taking this seriously. It's a joke.
Yes. I'm gonna move on. This kind of relates. It will relate back to Xbox in a way. So Marvel's Avengers, they announced that development is stopping officially in September. We know this game has been a complete failure.
It's stopping in March.
Well, see, I seen two conflicting reports. I seen March, but then I said the correction that said like September.
Yeah, so the last update that this game will get will be in March. They might put out some after for bug fixes, but all support for the game will end in September, and the game will be delisted from all storefronts.
Banger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it's getting delisted, so you can't buy it?
Yep.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I bought the game on Best Buy for it was like for the holiday deal for like $10 or some shit. I got a message from them and they gave me a refund. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And then I found out this shit was happening. I'm like, okay, got you.
And this relates back to Xbox because so this is a rumor that they're gonna be now shifting all the developers to focus on the next Tomb Raider game, right? That's gonna be going through full development, and there's a
Hold on.
rumor
Real quick. When's that coming out?
That's what I'm
Oh,
getting to.
man.
There's a rumor that the next Tomb Raider is going to come out before Perfect Dark.
Hold up.
so-
I got to check my bet list.
So BG,
Oh,
I can actually
man.
confirm that's not even a rumor because the guy that said it, Miller Ross, that man's track record is like impeccable. He's got a higher batting average than like Jason Schreier, Tom Henderson.
So you're
That
saying
man's
this is
got
like
actual
facts?
sources. He's got actual sources inside inside Crystal Dynamics. Like if he's saying it, it's true. It's not a rumor anymore.
And
Nigga, it's a rumor. Yeah, I said rumor until we get a
I bet you
release
want it
date.
to be.
Huh?
I bet you want it to be.
Yes, it's a rumor.
Bro,
But,
the guy that wrote that literally he has wrote stuff and the devs have done things out of spite to say, oh no, see actually you're wrong, but it's still in the files. And he put out his article saying, oh, they're shutting down Avengers. They'll make an announcement later this month. A few hours later, they were like, well shit, he leaked it. Let's go ahead and put out the official statement. This man's got sources inside the studio, so that if it's about Crystal Dynamics, it's not a rumor, it's a fact.
Because
the reason
April 10th, 2022, Smoove bet that the next Perfect Dark would release before the next Tomb Raider.
Oh no.
Yeah, he lost that bet, Smoove.
Smoove, you have lost 4 bets this month.
Because what I was gonna say is when Smoove originally made that bet, you got back right, Smoove.
My bad.
When Smoove originally made that bet, I was like, Smoove finally gonna win one, because at that time, okay, at that time, I feel like we just gotten off the last Tomb Raider and it wasn't in full development yet. So I'm like, nah, Perfect Dark probably started development before that. Right, so I'm like, oh, that's an easy one for Smoove, but nothing is ever easy when Smoove says it. Like I just like, you really are just like a curse, Smoove. I'm sorry to tell you, brother, you really are a curse. Because this is mad specific.
When's Redfall come out?
Yeah, May
2nd. Rumor is May 2nd.
That's about to be the next L, and you know damn well the next 3 Sony games is. I can't believe you made that bet.
Because what's the situation again? Crystal Dynamics is partnering up with the Initiative to help make Perfect Dark. Okay, yeah, that's what. All right.
Oh man.
Yeah. And according to Miller, they've just run into a few roadblocks along the way with that game. So he said it'll be at least a year gap in between releases for Tomb Raider and Perfect Dark.
So is that bad management issues too?
That is we'll
see.
Because it's 2 devs, I don't know who to blame in that situation. I don't know if it's Crystal Dynamics learning whatever engine they're using for Perfect Dark, or if it's the Initiative having problems. But it's going off Microsoft's track record, it's probably the Initiative. That wasn't in the article, so that one's pure speculation.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm looking at you know what really pisses me off about Microsoft's top management, right? Put this in the Discord right here.
Well, the Initiative and Crystal Dynamics is using.
I need y'all to look at this picture in the Discord.
Oh man, I remember that picture. Yeah.
This cannot be all Tim Stort's fault. Yeah. I refuse to believe this is all Tim Stort's fault. There's no way.
I only see like 2 minorities in there, bro. What's going on?
No, I only see 1 bald person.
Oh.
This cannot all be that dude at the bottom right's fault.
Hey, bro,
you know what I blame? You know what I blame on this picture? I'm gonna tell you right now what I blame. What do I see that you don't like, Smoove, in this picture?
Oh man,
is it the woman?
No.
Bald is only. Hold on, let me look at this picture. Hold on.
There's one thing I know you vehemently hate that's in this picture.
I really don't even know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
Oh God, don't.
Yeah, they got one in there. Damn.
I got one. I was talking about the pronouns, but
yeah, that's what I was saying. They got one in there.
Oh, I see it.
When did Chrisley Knows Best Dave McCarthy start working for Microsoft?
Oh my God.
I thought he was arrested for tax evasion.
Oh brother.
Fits right in.
Oh man. So yeah, it's
they actually have BG. They actually have more women than men in their positions.
Yep. So that's gonna be interesting. So this Tomb Jack, this I don't know if Jack is back or not. I think he went away for a second. Anyway, I thought did they confirm that this is actually gonna be a sequel to the last trilogy? This isn't another reboot, right? This has got to be a sequel. I'm not sure if anybody knows.
I don't know what they're doing for this one. I think that they said the main plot is it'll be a co-op game, and you'll pretty much have it's like Lara trained the next generation of Tomb Raiders or whatever.
Come on, bro. What are they talking about?
That's apparently what the game's premise is.
Yeah. See, and as far as Perfect Dark goes, I think people, really have to be careful because it's like that stuff is challenging. Making a modern day version of something that, like how do you translate it? How do you translate Perfect Dark from the N64 to Perfect Dark now, right? It's because look, with Gold, people love to hype GoldenEye, right? GoldenEye is very much a product of its time. GoldenEye is not good now, like as is in 2023. I'm sorry, it's not. So people hyping that like that remake that's coming out or whatever it is, remake, remaster that's coming to Nintendo and Xbox. Listen, that game is not gonna hit like how y'all think it is. Y'all, because y'all are looking
GoldenEye?
at this. Yeah, y'all are thinking about GoldenEye as you played it as a kid. That's going to be very different than you as an adult playing it now. It is not going to hit nowhere near the same. So, like this, like Perfect Dark, yeah, like that's probably the trouble they're having. Okay, how do we modernize this? How do we make it a Perfect Dark of today? Should it still be first person? Do we want it to be third person? What's the mechanics?
You make it third person, BG, because at this point, with no Snake or no Sam Fisher, you have the market cornered.
So you know what they should have done, and this is what Valve did because they actually thought about it and they were smart. They know it's been forever since the last Half-Life game. How can we make something that meets expectations? Let's put it in VR and push the medium forward. This game, if they had VR support on Xbox, this could have been a killer app because those old like N64 style shooters are like just look at Half-Life Alyx. When you push the bar that long ago, how do you make it stand out in the modern day? You have to improve it in a way that only VR could. Like if Half-Life Alyx was only a 2D shooter like the rest of them, even if Valve worked their magic, I don't see how that could have been like even on the same level as like Half-Life 2 was, for example.
Yeah.
So they should have had this game be in VR. It would have been a gamble because you would have had to sell a headset and all that, but look what Half-Life Alyx did. The Valve Index was like sold out for a while. I think I don't know how they've I mean,
it couldn't be an Xbox game if it was in VR though.
That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have. Well, now they've laid off all the whole people in that division, but they should have doubled down on VR because again, the thing with VR and Xbox, they didn't have to waste any time on R&D. They literally have, I think it was called Windows Mixed Reality. Just put a port on the back of the console.
We gotta see how
they would have had to waste no time with R&D. They even had official Microsoft Mixed Reality licensed headsets. Like I think one was Samsung made one, the Samsung Odyssey. All they needed was a port on the back of the Xbox. Phil wouldn't even do that.
Are we keeping it just?
Didn't they have a port for the Kinect?
Well, they removed that for the Series consoles. And I think they removed it for like certain Xbox Ones after a certain point.
No, there was never a VR port on any of the Xbox consoles.
No, he was saying for Kinect.
Oh, Kinect only existed on the first generation Xbox Ones. No, I would not want Perfect Dark. I would not want Perfect Dark to be no damn VR game. I'm not excited for Perfect Dark because I think it's going to be what they did for the N64, what they did for the 360. I think Bond said it. I want them to imitate freaking Sam Fisher and Tomb Raider and mix the two, and it be some shit like that. If it's like that, then all bets are off. The game's going to be epic, and I think that's why there was so much turmoil with the game because I think you're not gonna bring in Crystal Dynamics to make a first person shooter, bro. I think the original plan was to be a first person, and then what they did brought in Crystal Dynamics for, and then remember Daryl Gallagher gets credit for transforming Laura Croft.
Transforming.
Transforming
Laura
for properly transforming Laura Croft. So I think third person action stealth game, that's something that kind of fulfills the Splinter Cell genre that we've been in Metal Gear that we solely miss, given that universe and that type of game. That would be epic. As far as the 007 thing, man,
I would reboot the franchise too. I would not make it a sequel to Perfect Dark Zero.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to reboot it.
I think we'll have to see what the Horizon does, honestly, with VR, because other than Hitman, Resident Evil, maybe one or two other PSVR titles, we got to see if the crowd actually moves to that format. I think a lot of people see those VR games as cheap cash-ins. I don't think they really see that as a viable, like, this is the next level, next generation. I think people gonna see that as, because they had an Iron Man VR and they thought it was corny. They had
that budget was corny for Iron Man VR. That's why it didn't stick out.
They had a Star Wars Squadron. People didn't really gravitate towards that. They've had a Star Trek thing. They've had like a Batman VR look at the cave. We're gonna have to see how this
a lot of these, a lot of those weren't even.
But that's what I'm saying. Those are big flagship titles. But this Horizon game, I could be wrong, but this is the first big Sony first party that they're doing VR with at this level. So we really gonna have to see how this performs before they see reinventing old franchises and putting it on VR. To be honest, that's why I'm really interested to see what it does.
I actually say Blood and Truth was their first big AAA VR game.
That didn't come from a line of. That's what I'm saying, is that didn't come from a game that's already been cemented.
Oh, you mean like a already cemented IP?
Right.
Yeah.
If they make a 007 VR game, I promise you, if it's not done correctly or they don't have the support, it's gonna be seen as another cheap. Spider-Man. This is my hands are 007 and I'm doing a mission. It's gonna feel like Blood and Truth on rails, essentially.
And what I was gonna say about, like, Perfect Dark and a lot of these games that they're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way to make these games, right? In today's time. See, a lot of these dudes like try to they try to mock and make fun of, like, all these third person over the shoulder, cinematic games, but honestly, the best way to modernize a lot of these games is to make it exactly that, a third person over the shoulder. It don't got to be super cinematic, but that's the formula, bro. That's how you make a lot of these games good. Like, y'all wondering, okay, how do they do this? Third person over the shoulder. I'm sorry. It's just a very fitting and just accommodating, play style that you can do a lot with. That's just the best way to do it. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It's not first person, it's third person over the shoulder. That's like the automatic go-to.
It's a cheat code, because not only with environment, but the person's body language, clothing, the way they interact, the fighting, all it is, factored into it.
And if they wanted to, they could have like certain weapons or certain mechanics of the game be, when you're actually in gunplay, in combat, it goes into first person or gives you the option for first person.
And I'm gonna be real. First person
look
shooters,
at Battlefront.
I don't think first person shooters can just be like typical first person. Most of them can't be typical first person shooters anymore. You gotta have for me, I think it gotta be like somewhat BioShock-ish, where one hand is a weapon, the other hand is some type of power. Not like Wolfenstein, I think is still really good. Like, that's an exception. Obviously people love Doom, but I think you can't just be a typical first person shooter no more. Like, that's not flying. That's kind of boring and it's kind of lame. So
I'm trying to think of the last regular first person shooter that was a fire.
Like I'm saying, Wolfenstein 2. Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein 2 came out when I was like a sophomore. Bro, that came out in like 2018.
Was that really that long ago? Well,
I remember the dorm I was living in when I got that game. That was
and Titanfall. I wouldn't even say Titanfall is like a typical first-person shooter either, because of the Titans, because you wall running and all. They give you a lot of. I get what you mean. Like, yeah, the shooting is kind of straightforward, but like everything around is not a straightforward, shooter at all.
Yeah.
So
I guess
that's That's what I'm saying. Like y'all want these games that were first person shooters in the original game to be first person shooters now. I don't think it can be. I don't think it could just be
I
that.
got a question. Not to steer too far from the topic. What's the last game that reinvented how you felt about the first person? I remember when I played Far Cry 3, that was the first game in a while other than BioShock where I saw the hands and, when healing and stuff like that. Is their game or first person shooters even doing that now? Like, what else can they do to make you feel more involved
See,
in the world?
so, and that's what I was just saying. Like the last time I can think that happened to me was Half-Life Alex.
Bro. The
BioShock.
Cowboys kicker missed another extra point, by the way.
Oh,
And you just said BioShock. That was like 07.
Yeah, like I kind of want all my first person shooters to play similar to that. Like it can't just be shooting. You need to give me abilities and something else, some other thing. And yeah, Brett and Maher, they about to kill that nigga. But then I think they hired another kicker just in case. They might put him in.
He missed 5 in a row, bro. That's got to be a record.
Did he miss again?
Yeah, he did. He got fucked.
No, oh my God!
Psychologically, he's going through something. He has to be going through something.
Yo, Vegas has this man's family in the basement.
Probably. Yeah. No sidetracks. Okay. Want to move on to another topic. Okay, so Suicide Squad, the battle pass, a screenshot for Suicide Squad leaked, and a battle pass was revealed. And that disappointed a lot of people because people thought this was just going to be a very straightforward, just single player game, no games as a service, no battle pass, no nothing like that. So a lot of people are very disappointed. And now some people feel like they're as soon as they see something like that, they're automatically not even interested in the game, right? I don't go that far. I feel like that's a little bit extreme. Like I get it, right? A lot of games that come with a battle pass or is a games as a service either fail and or bad, right? But they're not bad because they were games as a service. The industry, and I stand on this, just hasn't really figured out exactly how to handle games as a service, exactly how to do it. There's examples of very successful ways to do it, and in which the developer's happy and the gamer is happy, right? The Apex Legends, Destiny, Fortnite.
Siege did well.
There are clear examples of both sides being happy, but it's not just. You have to be very intentional and you have to be very thorough when you're developing the game, so it works like that, right? So you have to create enough games to change the narrative that these games as a service are just like not just inherently just disasters waiting to happen, right? Because some people think they're just. I look at it like microtransactions. Remember that when microtransactions first became very like normal, everybody, because they were so egregious, everybody thought like it was the worst thing possible to be in a game. Like they were just horrible. Some people still feel that way, like Bond, where microtransactions are just bad.
They've gotten worse. They've gotten worse.
I disagree. I disagree.
Weapons. People was buying entire weapons.
But that's what I'm. But that's where I disagree with Jack. Said they gotten worse. I don't know how, because people were buying weapons. That's typically not practice no more.
They've gotten worse because the game development starts with what are we gonna sell rather than let's get a good game.
If you play a game like 2K, bro, if you don't come in wanting to spend a couple $100, you might not have a good time.
Actually, I put 2K down. Even if you grind it out, pause. You still not doing enough to get your character up. You still have to buy some form of fashion of VC to catch up and be competitive in the multiplayer space. Otherwise, you're just gonna be playing my career.
Yeah, the only point I was making was like I think most people now are like, like nobody necessarily is like I'm so happy there's microtransactions, but most people find them harmless as depending on how it's handled, right? And before it was like, no, that's just microtransactions at all is just terrible news. And I think you just have to change the narrative when it comes to live service games and do it right enough times to the point where people were like, oh, okay, it's live service, but we've seen enough good live service games that we don't think everyone is going to be an absolute disaster.
So the other thing with that, most of the games you listed that are actually like well received, they have a PvP element. I don't see how Suicide Squad could have PvP.
It doesn't.
It'll probably just be PvE, and that's the thing. Like you can probably count on one hand the amount of successful PvE only games as a service. Like Warframe is the only one I can think of right now.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah, and yeah, Warframe
This is the
survived
thing, bro.
Go ahead.
This is the thing with all the freeware. If it's gonna be the cosmetics only, cool for I personally don't like service games. Because, I mean, we always just waiting for them to change something about the game, or they going to patch it, and now everybody that played it earlier don't like it now. Are these live service games going to be free? Or are we paying for them?
I think this is a full price game.
No, I'm not talking about this game. I mean in general. Because isn't
Oh.
Sony? Yeah, I'm talking about the ones that we all get with.
I mean, we don't know.
I think Factions is going to be free to play.
Wasn't this game originally rumored to be games as a service, and they came out and debunked it, or am I bugging?
I
think
that's
I don't
what
know.
it sounds like to me.
I think they skirted around the question. They never.
But you
they said
remember
it'll
that, though,
have
right?
multiplayer. But
Yeah, I do. Because this was right around the time when Avengers was still around. I think
exactly.
that was
Yeah, they were saying the Suicide Squad was going to be games as a service, and then they was like, "Nah, that's been debunked." But my thing is this: I don't necessarily disagree with what BG's saying, but the problem is what Alex said. These games, they go in thinking, "How can we get the most profitability at this game?"
And we
They don't
bang more people in the butt.
But they don't be thinking about, okay, what can we do for content for this? They don't be thinking about that shit, bro. They be thinking about how much money can we get out these dumb ass people that's finna buy this game. And the game development is an afterthought. That's the fucking problem with these games as a service. And it's a reason people don't trust them, bro. Like you said, you just named every single game as a service that's successful in like what, less than a minute?
On your hands.
There's some
That's
more.
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, man.
And one of the biggest ones that should have been accessed, Avengers, already got closed down.
Exactly.
So
when a Marvel property can't even do it, that's a problem.
Bro.
Okay, so there's a lot of drama for Avengers. I can tell y'all the drama behind that game.
Yeah, give us the cheese, man.
All right, so within the last few years, well, I'll start at the beginning. It won't take long. So one, the engine. They're using the Foundation engine that they used for Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider. That engine is apparently a bad engine. It wasn't really designed with the level of multiplayer content that Avengers had from the start. So they had to modify the engine, all this. They hire on people. The engine's complicated to learn, so you hire someone on. It takes them months to learn the engine to even start contributing to the game. And then apparently they were like outsourcing stuff, and they didn't know what they were doing on the engine either. That's why the game launched so broken, because they didn't know what they were doing. Like half the people making it were contractors that didn't know what they were doing on the engine. They charged it, and the main reason Avengers failed was because their monetization system was stupid. You didn't pay for any of the actual like gameplay content. All you paid for were the skins. But that really came back to bite them in the ass, because one, people weren't buying the skins that much because not that many people were playing the game. And two, you're trying to use that money from skins to add more content. So that's why they ended stuff so soon. Like they added Jane Foster last year. They added Bucky a few months ago. And
Yvonne Red.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the upgrades in those armors, they didn't even change it cosmetically, right? It was like different stats, but it was the same armor. Am I tripping?
Yeah, so the gear had no visible effect on your character.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
As much as the different type of cosmetics that they could do with Marvel outfits from all the comic books, and you kept the
and
same
all those
outfit.
MCU skins is why they did that, because they're like, oh, we don't want to have the Iron Man Mark III suit be covered up because you have on the plasma repulsors. Like, yeah, so that was a huge complaint. But the reason why this game failed was because, again, Child Miller, the one that did that article, he data mines the game after every patch, and he would let us know, oh, this is what's coming, because Crystal Dynamics wasn't saying a damn thing. They were just staying quiet until like their weekly blog, where they would just say, hey, go buy these skins. We'll see you guys next week online and in game. And eventually, the devs were starting to hate him because of the data mining. So he dug up the info on this one. They hired a lead dev later on in the project. The lead dev got some old tweets found out. He ended up being racist. He was saying some wild stuff on Twitter, and it was still up. It was like at least 20 tweets where he was saying wild shit. Like one, I think he was criticizing Colin Kaepernick. One, just a bunch of wild shit he was saying. I'm like, oh boy. So Crystal Dynamics like publicly like condemned what he said and said he won't be speaking about the game going forward anymore.
Oh, that's what that was about. I know. I saw that statement. I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about.
Yeah, that's
I saw
because his
that
old
statement.
tweets got dug up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we found out, oh, he's left the studio. Like last week, we found out he left the studio. We're like, well, maybe they're just gonna finish out the game without him because they already have their plans. Nope, they're just canceling the game right now.
I go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like that game, they always planned to end support this year, 2023, but they rushed it out because it's not even February yet. So they just said, yeah, we're done.
Oh, so they made a games as a service that they only plan to support what 2 or 3 years?
Yep, the plan was to only make it this far, and then they will continue if it was successful enough to warrant it.
I'm about to say that's my problem. That's a regular dev cycle of a game. That's not a fucking games as a service at that point. Like what the hell?
That was the biggest flaw with this game. This game shouldn't have been live service. I think that was actually Square Enix that told them to make it live service. They just wanted to make a.
That was when they were in their whole live service microtransaction. What the hell's the other thing called?
Babylon's Fall.
No, the NFT bullshit. All that.
They're still on that bullshit.
Okay.
But like they Crystal Dynamics wanted to make this game similar to how Eidos Montreal made Guardians, which if they had did that, this game would have been fire. Because the campaign is still good, but you can tell like all that extra polish was gone because they had to work on all this multiplayer, all this future stuff, a lot of which we'll never see. Like they were already working on like She-Hulk, Captain Marvel. Apparently they were going to add like Shuri, Ironheart, a few other characters. They were going to add a patrol mode. There was going to be a whole Kree invasion. That's where they were at. Captain Marvel, War Machine.
Remember how upset Xbox fans got over that shitty Spider-Man footage?
Yeah, and bro, the game is ass, bro. I played that beta, alpha, whatever. I played shit for like 2 hours, bro. That shit was ass, bro.
Yep.
Jimmy be playing that shit all the time.
Bro, I got so many hours in this game. The sad part is I'm glad that they're in the support because there was a patch they put out last year. And like this is how you know that engine was bad. They put out a patch and it accidentally was doxing people because it was putting people's IP addresses on screen.
Hey, that's kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I'm
think,
like, yo, how'd you mess up that bad?
as far as like Suicide Squad goes, listen, I'm not changing my mind about it. Like the battle pass thing is not changing my mind about it. It's still until I see something that tells me like, oh, this game is gonna be absolute trash, then that would change my mind. But this doesn't.
How many gas games have you played, BG?
That's what I'm saying. You don't even like games as live service games, though. That don't.
See, no,
I mean,
that's not.
What was the one EA game you played with like the Iron Man?
Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up.
Well, first, it's not that I don't like games as a service or live service games. The type of games I like haven't been made into live service. Y'all keep making it like it's a
They got some multiplayer shooters that's live.
Come on,
games.
Jack. You know what type of games that multiplayer games I like.
Well,
It's not about. I don't like first of all, I'm not sure if something having a battle pass absolutely makes it a games as a service. I'm not sure.
Yes, I would say it does. Actually,
Okay, all right. I'm not sure, right? But like I said, it's not about. I don't care whether a games is a games as a service. That doesn't make me like it or not like it. That because all games as a service means is it really means is we will continue. Well, it's our plan to continue to support this game with content. And monetize it. That's all it means. That in itself is not going to be like, oh, I don't like it or I like it because of that. No, if I like the game itself, I don't care if it's live service or not. I'm gonna like it anyway. That has no bearing on if I'm gonna play it. All these live service games that I don't play it because I don't like the game itself, not because it's not live service.
I think you're looking at it the wrong way. The fact that it is live service, it is leaning towards you might not like it because of that fact. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so. I just don't like the gameplay of it.
So BG with Anthem,
if
you ever go back and play the Cataclysm?
I think I did.
Never liked the games as a service
because I don't like the game. Because okay, look. If Apex, Destiny, all these games were not live service, I still wouldn't like them. That's what I'm telling you. It has nothing to do with that. I don't like these games, and it's not because they're live service. I think Destiny's boring. I think Apex is boring. The games are
I'm not
just
gonna
the
argue with that. I'm
gameplay.
not
The
arguing with that.
gameplay just sucks to me. It has nothing to do with it being live
Suicide
service.
Squad gameplay. I mean, they weren't doing shit but levitating and shooting niggas like it was Control. I mean,
And there hasn't been that much gameplay for Suicide Squad anyway. Most of their advertisers have been like CGI trailers, and the game comes out at the end of May, like May 26th.
Y'all didn't like that scene where he jumped on that bridge?
Bruh, so that game come out in pretty much almost what? A little bit over 3 months?
Yeah.
And
that game looks cool, but when I look at it, it just makes me want to go play Sunset Overdrive instead.
I didn't know it was that close to coming out. That's crazy.
Yeah, they gave a release date.
You know that shit, bro.
Or show more gameplay, or at least be transparent.
Going to get on Metacritic.
Oh man.
It's gonna be a high 70, 78.
Damn.
Smoove is smoking.
What game?
And
Suicide Squad.
And also, this is made by Rocksteady too. So if it is a live service, people are gonna turn on them like.
I don't think Rocksteady is gonna produce something under 80. I don't think so.
Well, they haven't made a game in fucking what's that shit?
8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
Eight fucking
Arkham
years?
Knight.
Yeah, like it. Listen, yeah, it's possible that the Game Pass thing could suck, right? No doubt. But I don't think the game, a game made by Rocksteady,
Battle Pass.
Battle Pass, yeah. I just don't think a game made by Rocksteady, the gameplay mechanics itself will produce anything below an 80.
We shall see.
I just don't believe that'll happen.
I hope it's a good game because I do want to play it. So
my only worry
Smoove,
with this
I'll
game,
take above 78.
My only worry with this game is because of it having this live service. I hope that doesn't mean they're gonna have a incomplete ending come day one. Because that's the other thing with these live service games.
You can try to bet them on Forsaken.
Smoove, you there, brother?
Yeah. I'm here. No, my background's just mad loud right now. But 70. You think it's gonna be above 78?
Yep.
He's talking about Suicide Squad, by the way.
Let's let another preview come out. When's their next marketing beat on that game?
Probably before the game comes out.
The game comes out in May. In May 26th. May 26th. That's the day it comes out. Supposedly.
I was about to say they haven't given an actual day yet officially.
That was May 26th.
All right, so I mean,
above 78, Smoove.
Yeah, well, y'all could talk about it after dark, I guess.
BG, hush, let them think.
All right, Smoove. You gonna take it or not? Because we got to move on.
Nah, we can talk about it after dark.
All right. So yeah, that's my thought on the whole Suicide Squad thing. I'm just not as, I guess, dramatic and emotional as everybody seeing that Battle Pass.
Did you like Gotham Knights, BG?
I thought the gameplay was okay. I was waiting for them to patch a few things, but I did think the gameplay was nowhere as bad as people made it.
Nah, nigga, that game was trash.
I don't know anybody who's beaten that game. All I did was literally watch an hour of cutscenes and look at the ending and say, okay,
Alex beat.
And you know what's sick? I played it co-op and had a terrible time. You played it by yourself.
I think Rand beat it. Also. It was Rand and somebody else I seen beat it.
So you were invigorated that whole game with that combat?
I didn't finish it yet. I still haven't installed.
Oh, you didn't beat it?
No, I still haven't installed.
Oh,
I ain't get around to it.
Oh, hey, man, yeah. Thought you was a gamer. My bad.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I still haven't installed, and I still play it. I just haven't beat it yet.
When the last time you played it?
I think last week.
The fact that you leaned back in your chair had to think about it. Next topic.
He exhaled when he did.
Yeah, what's the like I stressed him out. Like,
fuck.
Hey, man, Dead Space coming out. I know what time it is.
Hey, share play, buddy. You got to get that for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for Weapon Will.
Bro, on top of Forspoken looking spooky,
fuck up Dead Space.
They're releasing it the same week as Dead Space.
Yeah, I think.
Ooh, I'm so excited to be scared. Ooh.
I pre-ordered Dead Space. Holla. Wish I had my money back.
What'd you get?
Yeah, you had to cover that, sir. Okay, where I'm going to. So Last of Us. The Last of Us show was the second most popular HBO show premiere at 4.7 million viewers. It was only behind House of. Huh?
No, go ahead.
It was only behind House of Dragon, and it's now surpassed 10 million viewers. So at the first day, it was 4.7 million viewers. Now it's surpassed 10 million viewers. Like I said, behind House of Dragon. And the Last of Us game saw a huge spike in sales. It saw a 230% spike in the Last of Us Part 1, the remake. That saw a 238% spike in the UK. And The Last of Us Remastered saw a 322% spike. And in just overall, all territories on I guess this is US because that's what I was looking at. On Amazon, the both the remake and the remaster were top 5 games on Amazon. The Amazon top purchase list. So yeah, the show is doing that cross promotion and getting people to buy it, guessing mostly people who haven't played the game. And the thing is, The Last of Us is free. the remaster is free.
Yeah, for a PS5 collection, right?
Yeah, it's free. So people
they want the new thing.
People who are buying this, maybe they're maybe they don't have PlayStation Plus, but it's free.
It's dudes that mostly just have their PlayStation for like Madden and stuff. They're like, oh, this kind of fire. It's based off a game. Let me go ahead and buy this real quick. And they don't even know to check for any of the collections.
Oh man,
it's literally in the collection, bro. Like that's crazy. And they released a little trial for The Last of Us Part 1, I think, a 2-hour trial, like after that first episode that came out. So, the cross promotion is working. Like I said, I think I said it last week. Yeah, I thought it was, before I saw the first episode, I was like, a lot of us agree that, like, yeah, this remake was kind of, we all bought it, but we agreed it was kind of pointless. But besides Bond. But it makes sense now.
Y'all wasted your money. Y'all spent $70 and wasted your money. They didn't give you factions.
It makes sense now. And then the PC version coming out, like you could argue that, listen, The Last of Us will be more popular than it's ever been, because of especially after this TV show is done. And then
it's more popular than actually right now?
What?
Halo.
It is more relevant than Halo, you're right.
Sad.
And part 3, we're gonna get it eventually. Maybe by the I don't know. I don't even know. Like the way game development is and how long it takes, I don't even know if I believe it could come out by the end of this generation. Maybe the beginning of next gen. I don't know. Game development take hella long now.
It'll be cross-gen.
Yeah. So yeah, the popularity is on the rise for that, man.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting to see because the timeline from what I've seen since the show came out, a lot of people been getting off their like smear campaigns and shit like that, and articles and shit. So the sales is the bottom line. So that's what really talks. So hey, that's cool.
Yeah. What happens if the second episode of the show is just straight trash and they spent like all their time making the first episode good to hook us, and then it goes completely off the rails in episode 2?
Could be.
That's what I was wondering, bro. I hope it keeps that momentum up, cause
there are individual ratings for each episode, and not that I trust these critics. I don't trust movie critics like Alex and Wonton. I don't trust none of you niggas.
Well, I'm not a movie critic. I'm a movie guy.
Oh,
so there
okay,
you go. You got to worry about that.
But the critics, the movie critics for episode 2, it has also a 9. So whatever that means to you.
Apparently, Neil Druckmann directed this episode that comes out tonight.
When we had Gene Parks on, he said because he watched the whole season, he said the whole season is very true to the game, the entire season.
Yeah, we're gonna see clickers. This is when they're in the abandoned building and the clickers, and there was a clicker. You could see the clicker in the last part of the first episode. There was literally a clicker moving, on the little bridge.
Which episode do Bill Deep Throat on?
Huh?
What?
Whoa.
It's HBO, nigga. What the fuck? Don't be mad.
So you think there's gonna be a sex scene with Bill and Frank? Is what you're saying?
If it's not, I already told my hey, man. If it's not, I'm gonna be upset. I need to see Bill sucking some dick, nigga, catching back shots.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
It ain't on HBO for no reason, baby.
What's good with you, man?
We need to see all that. What you mean? I want authentic. They said they was gonna show shit they didn't show in the game. I'm just trying to.
See, when she was sure.
I didn't see what's going on with it. Hey, listen.
The thing about it is Jack is right. Well, hold on. He's right about that. No, whoa. Hold on. Let me clarify what he's right about. Jack is right about that they're probably gonna do a sex scene. Like, let me clarify. I don't want to see it, but Jack, because knowing Neil Druckmann, he's not gonna shy away from like this is a. I'll clarify. Neil Druckmann, y'all know he's not gonna like censor or shy away from, oh, this is a gay couple, so we're gonna hide, all the they're gonna show it because that's the type of person he is.
Brokeback Mountain. Y'all want Brokeback Mountain out the show, man.
He's gonna show the realistic situation, and it's gonna.
Jack, move. Can you have some decorum, please?
And look, it's that episode with Bill and Frank. I think that's another like 80-minute episode. So yeah, it's
episode 3. Episode 3.
One time, you don't want to see that?
No, I wouldn't be against it. I'm just saying, come on.
So you wanted the show open up, ass cheeks clapping, like all that, right?
I mean, we was fine with Abby, big brolic ass getting rammed. I mean,
Abby was a beautiful woman, sir.
Whoa, let's not go too far.
That did like
I remember when I was watching Smoove stream that, I'm like, yo, why are two dudes fucking?
Oh, Bill, fuck. That's gonna be.
Oh my god.
Country folk.
I just want to point out. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Troy Baker has been going around for weeks at this point saying episode 3, which is Bill and Frank's episode. He's been going around saying that's the episode that like makes people fall in love with the show. Like he's saying that's the one that like really pulls people.
What type of people?
Hey man.
Oh yeah.
The Gene Parks talked about that specific episode too.
Because I've also heard like that episode might upset some people.
Well, I think the reason he said that is
going to upset them if they kill an irregular. You know that's going to be a freaking public outcry.
Oh yeah.
Fragments of him all over again.
I think Neil said that specifically because of the gay relationship that's involved, and he knows that there are fans of Last of Us that don't like that aspect of Last of Us. They don't like the fact that Last of Us 2 had, lesbian couples and a transgendered person. So
BG, I got a question.
Yeah.
Since you're streaming it, are you gonna close your eyes when that scene come up?
Oh, shut up!
What you gonna do?
Man.
You gonna make it big screen or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna censor it so the little children can't be influenced.
Luckily for y'all, we gonna be muted during that part, so y'all can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can hear her moan. Yeah,
handle whatever y'all need to handle, man. We gonna do that after dark.
The Cowboys.
That's not till next week though. We good, man. We good
because they didn't want to kick it. BG.
Nick Offerman's a great actor, so I'm sure he'll do a good job on the episode.
Vaughn, what? He a stuntman, or you talking about his face acting?
No, I'm talking about him in Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay. Like
because I was worried that like they might do something that's non-canon and like, with Bill. I'm like, I don't know, because I was a little afraid they might like, what if they killed Bill? No pun intended, right? Like,
what's the black guy? What's the black guy and the kid's name again?
Henry and Sam.
Sam and Henry.
Yeah, they did.
Hey,
yeah,
you think it's gonna be like you think it's gonna be like The Witcher or Cyberpunk when it gets to that scene?
What scene, brother?
I don't know what that means.
You know what scene? Y'all know what scene?
He's talking about
Is it gonna be like a Witcher scene or a Cyberpunk scene?
I just want to know what is one time eating during. What are you eating?
You didn't play either one.
No, I didn't play either one of those games.
And this dude got a gaming podcast. Who is this?
The game's trash.
You're not gonna be eating nothing while you watching that. No licorice, nothing. Just
gonna licorice. What am I? 60?
I might take an edible.
Hey, BG trying to get on his level when that scene get on.
I'm talking about episode 2. What are y'all talking about?
Hey, Jack, he trying to.
Y'all some freaks.
As soon as he see Frank on the screen, popping the edible.
I'm talking about edible 2. I'm talking about episode 2 tonight.
We rubbing his chest.
He gonna pause the stream, fumble around trying to get to it.
Bro, if you adjust your gamer advantage glasses when Frank come on the screen, you
come on, bro. All right, man, pack it up.
He gonna put him on when he gets to it.
Pack it up. Pack it up. Y'all always gotta make something GHAY.
During the episode. That's
always gotta make something.
He gonna turn the HDR on when he get to that.
Yeah. You using the ultra ride for that one, BG?
Y'all freaky, bro. Y'all on something else.
If I hear your front door, like I know something crazy. Anyway, next topic.
I just want to say I'm glad that Jack is enjoying the show, and I would like my apologies as soon as possible.
Let's go.
This is the reason I can't apologize to you, Wani, is because even though I'm enjoying the show thoroughly, actually, my main complaint still remains. So I can't really apologize.
Well, we'll see. You got a few weeks left. We'll see.
Oh, and Wonton, what's your thoughts on Avatar 2 crossing $2 billion?
I'm not.
Shout out to James Cameron. He's one of the biggest con artists alive.
Oh man!
Wow, he made an excellent movie that has made over $2 billion.
Excellent. Have you seen it?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
was
financially.
Wait, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
Are you a movie guy?
Hasn't he
No,
made
I
4
seen it.
movies?
I liked it.
That made
Oh, you're a
made
movie
billion?
man.
I liked it.
He's made. This is his third movie that's crossed 2 billion.
X.
Congratulations to him.
Oh, my
He continues to rob the people.
Hey, bro, I saw Avatar
wait,
2.
wait,
You know
wait,
what
no,
he
no,
sound?
no, no.
You know what he sounds
He's
like?
not robbing
He
people.
said-
He's giving people a product or service they want. Microsoft is robbing people.
Oh man!
He found a way.
He sounds like one of those people that like hate on all mainstream movies, music. It's like you gotta like the indie stuff. Like, why are you watching?
I love mainstream movies.
mainstream stuff.
His
I
movies
don't
are just
know,
trash.
man.
Except the
Hey,
one
bro,
new
I
one.
saw
I should say.
He's
Hey,
also
bro.
pretentious. He's like, you're gonna see it again anyway.
Big
Gaming
dog.
Addict
Hey,
was like,
bro,
you're
I
right.
did.
I am.
I saw it in Dolby Cinema and I saw it in IMAX 3D.
Oh my!
He's a con artist. He got you. He got you.
You worked an 8-hour shift to watch that man movies.
Yes,
you know
sir.
You know how long that? Look, he proud of it. Oh my god,
Bro,
it was a
that
cool
movie looked beautiful. It was in high frame rate. I loved every second of it.
Nah, that one fight scene dropped to 29 frames, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
If you guys want
You're
more
right.
thoughts, tap into the Movie Guys podcast.
Oh yeah, Movie Guys Podcast episode 1 is out right now. Chill.
Okay.
All right, but I'm out though.
All right. Yeah, all you stragglers, get out.
All right, I'll let y'all.
See y'all.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
We talk about Fire Emblem yet?
No.
Nope.
Speaking in Hogwarts news, Reset Era has banned all discussion about Hogwarts because they said J.K. Rowling is a bigot that is pushing bigotry in her position of wealth and fame.
Mental illness era.
So, yeah, you're not allowed to talk about a game on a gaming forum. That's pretty weird to me.
I just
Get back on that NeoGAF shit, bro.
I hate the
I mean,
extremists.
I can understand if they said, look, if you're going to talk about the game, keep the discussion to the game and not the politics or whatever. I'd agree with that. But to say you can't talk about the game, period, in a gaming forum is kind of ridiculous.
You know what's going on down over there. They're doing their antics.
Dak just do another pick. So okay, let's talk about Fire Emblem. So Fire Emblem.
What you eating, BG?
Do you want me to sit around for that? I'm actually playing it too.
Oh yeah, because only you and Jazzy played it. So
I don't get it tomorrow.
It came out this past week, and I heard good things. About it. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem, but from what I heard, some people are happy that they took out some social aspects of the game, and it's a very straightforward, no frills Fire Emblem game, and a lot of people are happy about that. Some aren't, but y'all take over. Jazzy, you can go first.
Yeah, the reason why they're saying that is because Fire Emblem Three Houses, it had like the mercenary of the main character, Byleth. He was in there in the school, like teaching the actual kids. So your actual units were actually part of the school. But this time around, they're no. That's the thing. Byleth, he's in this game, but he's over there as like one of the emblem rings that pretty much that you can like equip to like any of your units, and they'll help them on the field pretty much. Like you know how Bond, like remember when you had to where two units can become one unit like adjacent to each other in one square? That's basically what that is.
Okay.
But without the actual like Marth, Celia, and Byleth, they won't actually be like units. You just have to equip them like actual equipment pretty much. And pretty much like once you get into battle, I think it's probably a really good game like battle-wise because they brought back the weapon triangle back, which is pretty much like a rock, paper, scissors type of thing. Yeah. And the thing about it, because Three Houses didn't have that at all. So that's why you had characters like Marianne and Shamir pretty much just waste everybody because a little bit too on the easy side. But here is a lot more balanced game mechanic-wise. And the thing I like about it too is that in the gameplay, if you get like, let's just say, a sword character and they go up against an axe character, because that's what the axe characters are weak to, you can attack them and then they'll just drop their weapon on them and they'll be open to like attack from any other character of your unit. So that you can get more damage off without having to worry about them counter attacking at all. So I really like that aspect about it. Story wise, I think it's okay, but it's just whatever to me because I'm about to be like done now. I'm at chapter 8. And plus, right now I'm just like kind of like neutral and like caring about some of the characters. The only characters I like is what's his name? The two twins that you meet at the beginning of the game and Vonner. Vander at the end of the game.
What I've read looks kind of whack, and the voice acting.
I thought the voice acting is kind of fine because some of the returning characters for the past games they returned. I know some people are kind of angsty about like the new art style because of how it looks. Like the character design of the game, like the main character, because he looks like people call him Toothpaste and Colgate guy or whatever because he's mixed with like red and blue. But I feel like there's an actual reason for that in that game specifically because it's kind of highlighted beforehand that you see him like he doesn't have that type of hair anymore, and you actually get to meet his main character's mom earlier in the game.
Well, I thought it was because they're Trump supporters.
Nope. There's an actual reason for the game because the main character is actually called a divine dragon. That's pretty much what he is. And his mom has blue hair. And it's kind of giving me the impression that I kind of figure out why it is. It probably might have done something to do with the Fell Dragon, which is the main antagonist of the game. I haven't met him yet, so I'll see further when I go in.
Dragon and Fire Emblem Shining Force. Can we get some different bosses?
Hey, man. But so far, I think it's pretty solid. But I think the people that's kind of like turning on the social aspects of like Fire Emblem Three Houses is kind of like a little bit unfair, but I kind of understand where people are coming from because it's more straightforward. There's no calendar system, but it's under different circumstances of how Fire Emblem Three Houses came to be. Because one, it wasn't developed by Intellisystem by themselves. They had help with Koei Tecmo. That's why Three Houses looks the way it does. And this new game, Engage, is made on the Unity engine, so that's why it looks a lot better too.
That's good, at least.
Attic, what are your thoughts?
I like it. I actually do prefer Three Houses story over the story. I felt like they had a better twist to it. But you know, because Three Houses is like the first one I really played a lot, but I really enjoyed this type of style, this grid space type of JRPG style. So to me, it's like it doesn't really matter what the story is. I could skip the whole story as long as you know, there's plenty of options to pick through and there's plenty of different variety of troops. Then it's all fine for me. But it's so far it's a good game. It's a really good game.
Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely say it's probably going to be on the run-in for Game of the Year contender. If the more I keep on playing it, because it's really solid.
Okay. What is it? Okay, and it's at 82 on Metacritic right now. Okay.
Yeah, but I will say this though. I feel like there's certain people because there's a split between the community because of old school Fire Emblem, and now I think it's just par for the course because for newer games, we went through this same phase with Fire Emblem Awakening when it actually kept the series alive. So I can kind of understand where people are coming from. It's not like people are like despising this game or whatever, but it's kind of like I'm kind of like nuanced about it. Like some people may not like it and some people won't. But it's just par for the course because the evolution of a series over time. And plus, and I've noticed a lot of people have been saying that this game hasn't been promoted all that much, but it really has. You just got to follow because they did cross promotion with the Fire Emblem Heroes on the mobile game they did, and they pretty much like have been announcing like all the other voice actors and voice actresses that have been attached to the game. And it's just like it's been an IP that from Nintendo that's been just nurtured over time, and that's why it's become bigger and bigger as a franchise compared to it was back then on the 3DS, at least.
I don't want to see another Fire Emblem game ever again until they remake or localize Thracia and Genealogy of the Holy War.
Yeah, because the thing is, what's his name? I can't remember top of my head from Holy War. He's in there, so it's like he makes the reference of him having a son, and I have no idea because I've never played his localized game before. And they haven't localized what's it called? Binding Blade from Roy's game. Yeah, Sigurd, that's his name.
They at least have a ROM translation of that. I have the cart for it.
Man, nah. I need Nintendo to release them on the eShop, translate them or something, or at least do what they did in the first Fire Emblem game that they had for limited time, and just do something like that.
But the people make better ROM translations than actual Nintendo's localization team, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
All
it is what
right.
it is.
Thank you for that. Returnal is going to
Oh,
PC.
well, I have one question about Fire Emblem before we move on. People are
Hmm.
saying it looks a lot better and sharper than the blurry mess that was Three Houses.
Yeah, that's because, like I said, Koei Tecmo is used on the Muso Koei Tecmo engine on Three Houses. That's why it looks so similar to Fire Emblem Three Houses and all the other Muso games, because Koei Tecmo is more involved with Three Houses as opposed to here in the Fire Emblem Engage. It's just intelligent systems all the way through.
Yeah, and
so that's why.
think...
Yeah, so that's why the cutscenes and even the end game of it actually looks a lot better with the character models. Why it looks so sharp compared to before. This is the best looking Fire Emblem game, hands down.
Yeah, I think animations is an upgrade from Three Houses too. Like just the overall presentation looks a lot better than Three Houses.
Yeah,
I like
because even the my bad.
Go ahead and finish. Sorry.
No, I was about to say the battle animations in this game when they're actually in battle, when they actually zoom up against each other, they're a lot more dynamic as opposed to like Three Houses as well. Because I feel like somebody, I don't know who it says, they have like dev diaries to where they mentioned like, oh, they inspired from like the classic Fire Emblem games where they have more variety animations for their attacks. So like when you have like a character that's like merged with like one of the Emblem characters from past games, they'll actually fuse into one with like armor and stuff, and they'll do like a crazy OP attack on them, and you see like the animations and stuff like that. So I thought it was like really cool.
Okay. All right.
Y'all like it, you know.
Moving on to the next topic. Returnal has a release date for PC. It's February 15th. They talked about some of the features, you know, screen optimization, DLS, NIS, FSR,
Crash.
ray tracing, you know, ray trace shadows and reflections, DualSense compatible, of course, Dolby Atmos support, widescreen support, all that good stuff you want from a PC game. I'm excited for this. Like, it's weird. It is weird because I probably like Returnal the least out of all like the PlayStation games that have gone to PC, but I want to play it the most on PC. You know, because like I kind of feel like the PlayStation version of it doesn't do it complete justice, especially the way it launched. I think this version on PC should have, you know, what should be what we got in the first place. Aside from like, you know, the stuff that PlayStation doesn't support, like, you know, ultra wide support and all that stuff. But like we know that launch was kind of botched and it was buggy and everything like that. And I also think it might be really cool to play this with mouse and keyboard. So I'm excited to, you know, play this on PC, and even though I think ray tracing is, you know, overblown and overhyped, because I think on PS5, like the native resolution for this game was 1080p, disgusting. So I think we're about to have the definitive version of Returnal on PC.
Yeah,
But that bald doctor with no furniture said nobody makes games for PC.
Oh man, yeah, and I thought PS5 games weren't coming to PC. You know,
Jack, what do you think?
And plus,
well, I love it. I love it, and I'm hungry, and you know, I'm eating a burrito right now because
oh man,
chicken fries, cuz. Shout out to Burger King.
Yeah.
Fuck BG. Fuck Return on PC. He ain't gonna
There
be
you
able to
go.
beat it without me. You heard?
There you go.
Straight like that.
And
oh
also,
yeah, and Return.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and Returnal is $60 on PC. So, yay!
And what's crazy is I've beaten Returnal probably like 4 or 5 times, and I'm pretty sure I still don't have the trophy for beating the last boss because that trophy stayed glitch for me.
Bro, let me show you how mental gymnastics work, right? We've gotten to a point in time to where when PC gamers see $59.99 price tag, they think they're getting a deal. This is what Sony wanted all along, people. They just wanted to bring their games to PC and for y'all to pay full price, right? Oh, but you guys paid $69.99. I only got to pay $59. Are y'all fucking crazy? Bro, PC gamers used to wouldn't buy a game half off. Now
30.
60's a deal to y'all?
30 easily at launch. Yeah. I remember those days. Woo.
Hey, you see how they got them, right? Y'all right where they want y'all to be. Shout out to y'all.
I remember those days. Like any AAA game, any big game that came out, like it was 60 and like PC would have it for 30. Easy. That joint was nuts. The deals are still good. You can still go to different, like, I still buy from CD Keys, Green Man Gaming. So you can still get those deals. It may not be 30.
How much you drop on their return? How much you drop on their Returnal?
I didn't buy it yet. I didn't pre-order it yet. But like, see, CD Keys and Green Man.
How much are you willing to spend on it?
Great question.
Well, whatever the lowest price. I mean, if the lowest price, whatever the lowest price is, I'm buying it. Like, I would still buy it for 60.
If it's like 65, oh, okay, bet that's what I was asking.
Yeah, so let me see what CD Key says. See right now.
BG, next topic.
They might not even have it up there right now. Oh, they do. Let's see.
Yep,
they got Returnal for 43.
Wow.
Shout out
Great
to CD
deal. Great. You can get it for free on PlayStation if you have a PS Plus collection.
Yeah, but
not
that's
PS
not
Plus collection. What's this shit called? PlayStation Plus.
But that's not the definitive edition, though.
Yeah. And Jack Move, we want to own our games, right, Jack Move? For this subscription service, bro.
I don't know what you talking about, nigga. I take the rental. I take the rental. Fuck it.
All right. So yes, February 15th. Okay. We got the 30 launch titles for PSVR. 30 games are going to be launching day one with PSVR2, February 22nd. Exciting times, right?
Heat.
Here's a list of games. I think this is all 30 right here. After the Fall, Cities VR, Cosmonius High, Demio, Gran Turismo 7. They announced that's getting like full VR support. Hello Neighbor, Search and Rescue, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Moss 1 and 2. And a lot of these are, PSVR 1 some of these are PSVR 1 games that are being, enhanced. No Man's Sky, Pistol Whip, Puzzling Places, Resident Evil Village, Res Infinite, Song in the Smoke, Star Wars, Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, Tentacular, I guess. Okay. The Dark Pictures Switchback, The Light Brigade, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, Zenith The Last City, VR games from
they
Japan.
cheating. These games are already out.
Yeah, some of them are. Among Us VR, Beat Saber. Oh, so these are games that are coming later. So these are games that are coming later now. Among Us VR, Beat Saber, Before Your Eyes, Behemoth, Creed, Rise to Glory, Crossfire, Sierra Squad, Firewall Ultra, Ghostbusters, Jurassic World, Aftermath, NFL Pro Era, Resident Evil 4, Synth Riders, Tetris Effect, The Last Clockwinder, Thumper, What the Bat, and I think that's the list.
They got some heat on there, but they petty for putting them old PSVR 1 games on there.
Boys.
Heck yeah.
Some of these games are really good.
Bro.
I'm buying Resident Evil, of course, Pistol Whip, Switchback, right?
That's fire.
I kind of want to try Res Infinite, but that game, like, it might give me epilepsy.
That game's already out. I'm pretty sure it's already out. But go ahead.
Definitely Beat Saber. That Creed Rise to Glory, I assumed it would be trash, but it,
You'll be getting your bony ass beat on that game.
I think I'm gonna buy that. That Ghostbusters game in VR might be cool. Firewall Ultra, that Synth Riders. That's
you gonna buy the whole line? You pretty much buy.
No. These are very specific games. I'm not buying. I'm not.
You named about 20 of the 30 games, brother.
See. People describe to me Moss is it's kind of like a Zelda type game where you play as a mouse in VR. And I don't like Zelda, so I don't know about all that. I'm not sure if I want to.
I don't like Zelda either, but I like all the games they compare Zelda to, so it's like maybe I will.
I like Zelda. What?
No, I'm a straight male pun. But yeah, BG.
You're a what?
Fire.
You're a straight what?
Fire.
You trying to get me canceled? Hold on.
Yeah, Res Infinite is out. They done for putting it on there.
Did he call himself a
Not
streetwalker?
as straight as Zephyrnix.
Man, listen, bro. This lineup gonna be heat, bro. I'm just excited, man. I'm so excited.
Speaking of lineup, Smoove, how's yours coming?
Oh my God!
Oh
what?
man.
My lineup. You talking about my hair?
Yeah.
Tell him you got a new
Yeah, I mean,
texture pack.
it's been decent lately. You know, I upgraded, bro. It's been decent. It's been consistent, very consistent.
Turn your camera on, Kid Smoove.
Well, now
Oh,
I'm
man.
due for a haircut next week, so it ain't gonna look as fresh. So
Right.
yeah.
I was watching one of your videos in the shop. I thought you had a giant bald spot on your head. Thankfully, it was just the glare of the light.
What would you have done?
Bond is waiting for the day that I go bald. That's just not happening. I mean, there's not a bald individual in my family. So
Smoove, if I was you right now, I would just make a bet that you're gonna go bald.
If he goes
Don't do
bald,
it.
are you gonna keep taking money from him? Bald money?
I'll double the price.
You gotta clean it first.
Damn.
Ugh.
Huh?
And why?
Oh,
do you think I'm
hey,
not
yo.
taking money. He's betting his money. I'm not taking it.
Anyway, but I invited you know, because when PSVR come out, we gonna need some VR enthusiasts besides me and Alex, because they're, you know, the rest of you non-believers.
Can I stay home that week?
Did y'all just see what he did? He put himself on the list.
Yeah, I'm about to be part of the crew, dog. I'm about to be part of the crew.
Can I not be on the podcast every week?
Yes, no, bring your old fat ass in here.
He said yes. Yes, sir.
No,
Let's-
no, no,
Jack,
you gonna bring
get a
yourself
PSVR
in.
too. You get a PSVR 2, Jack.
Oh, you gifted me one? Oh my god! Thank you.
They got a diner dash on there. You'll have fun. We'll get you a game.
So I invited Asa from Game on Daily. He's a big VR guy.
Who the fuck is that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you should invite the
you
dude.
say you know about VR.
Invite PlayStation with no parole. He's a.
I could.
Well, I don't know if he'd be able to take Bond's humor.
Can you invite Reese's Pieces too?
You can bang your stuff up.
What about Mo Chocolate?
No, that's a real person.
Because Asa actually like.
Are you talking about the girl, Jack?
Yeah. Please invite her.
Asa actually like. He like prefers to play most games in VR. He calls people who play like regular games pancake gamers. Because, you know, like
I follow her on Instagram.
like VR enthusiasts
an
call
Instagram,
regular gamers like flat screen gamers or pancake gamers. So
I hate when they
I'm
do that.
running
When I had a motorcycle, people was calling. I'd be driving around. He'd be like, "Yeah, I don't want to drive in a cage. Just can't be me. I gotta be open." I'm like, y'all niggas. It made me feel lame to have one. I was like, y'all are corny.
Yeah,
Driving in a
there's really VR gamers that speak down, you know, and like talk down to gamers who play games like regular.
No.
Like that's crazy.
VR not big enough to be talking like that yet.
But
man.
some of them have taken on an elitist stance.
Yeah, there's some
which is
people
kinda
that.
funny.
It's because they feel left out because ain't that many people playing it probably.
No. Some people, Jack. Some people on Reddit, they'll play in theater mode. They'll play regular games. Like I've done that before. I play Black Ops 4, 3. I play something and it looks like you're sitting in the theater just playing it from far away. I don't know why they would want to do that with every game, but some people on Reddit do that for real. They just want to play in the headset.
I would like to see how that look.
It literally looks like you. It looks like you sitting in the theater looking at a big screen like 5 feet away from you. I don't know why they would play like that.
And Jack, you know,
What's good, brother?
there are if you care, you know, there are a lot of people who have literally like get their exercise from VR, like playing Beat Saber, and there's another game like Beat Saber. That's very
Creed,
similar to
the
it.
Knockout League. I've been sweating.
I'm not opposed to getting a little cardio.
So you know, like people have literally put themselves like show their weight loss progress.
Man,
who's just playing VR game? Like you could look it up. They play
Jack likes
Beat
DDR.
Saber 1 hour a day, and they show their progress in like 30 days, and it works.
Bring
Let's
back
get Jack-
DDR. Are they gonna get that in VR?
Let's get Jack the Michael Jackson experience.
We Fit. We actually did have that. We Fit.
Let's get Jack the Michael Jackson
Apparently you
experience.
didn't use that shit.
I played DDR, so that was my shit. DDR. Pull up.
Double dick rider?
Oh,
man.
Dance Dance Revolution, brother. I don't know what you playing. Hold on.
Oh man.
What the?
You walked into that one, Jack.
I did.
Whoa.
Pause. I did though.
He landed on that one too, huh?
Yo,
Just sit on that cake, Jack.
Bill and Frank. Yes, sir.
Sit on that cake.
Y'all unhinged. So yeah, PSVR2 hype. Yes, sir. Can't wait for it. Get your pre-orders in, folks.
I'm good.
Dang. Who
I'm
said that?
anticipating to see y'all review. I'm anticipating.
Sir. Okay. What else? There was something about the DualSense Edge, I think was in the news. I don't even see it no more.
Oh, yeah, people are getting like controllers of it, I guess.
I've been seeing
Oh yeah,
it, bro.
there
It's
were.
just like a fingerprint magnet, bro.
Oh yeah, there were some previews about the DualSense Edge. I don't think I listened to any of them, but I assume it was just, oh, it's a great controller. I assume that's what they were
And
saying.
they coming out this week or some shit.
Yeah, ain't I a great like real like journalist? Like, yeah, I think they said something like that. I think they said it's great. That's my journalistic like investigation and research before the podcast. Yeah, I assume y'all like it. Something like that.
Next topic? Question mark?
If y'all notice, I always say like, "Oh, he said something to the effect of," because I'll be like doing too much research.
Listen, you ain't fooling nobody, BG. You already know you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Man. It's cool, bro.
No, but I be accurate though. That's the crazy part. I be accurate. Like, yeah, he said something like that.
If
Y'all get the
think
gist.
so, brother. Yes, you think so.
Y'all get the gist.
Have you ever read the comments to a Weapon Wheel podcast? You would think we on this whole
Bro.
just spewing out pure nonsense. Like every comment just, where'd you get these guys? What the fuck are they talking about? God damn, did we say anything wrong on this motherfucker? God damn.
We be right 99% of the time in the stuff we say though.
Fam, I looked at the After Dark that you put on their comments. The first comment, Alex is an idiot. And I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Crazy the comment section, man.
Yeah. I don't think I brought up Atomic Heart on this podcast yet. Are y'all looking forward to that game?
Fuck is
Atomic Heart? Bring us up on
I know that game gonna be finna hard.
It's gonna be what now, brother?
Finna hard. It's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be a difficult game.
Okay,
yeah.
Was that a different language?
Did you get into your bond bag? What was
I
that?
said finna. It's finna be hard. It's finna be
What's the-
difficult.
Oh, okay, it's gonna be hard. Okay, well, you left out some more. Okay, we thought you was retarded, brother. So. Yeah,
Yo, this nigga said Rabbity Scabbard and just wanted us to know what he meant. What the?
Nigga started turning like Doodle Bob at this motherfucker.
Gonna be boo bop, am I right?
Fuck.
Nigga turned into Donnie Thornberry. Like, what the hell going on, Smoove?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that game.
I got to
Day one
change
Game
my
Pass,
name.
baby. Day one Game Pass. Let's go.
Yeah. It's a creative first-person shooter. I think what they said the story is like you're somebody who's sent to take down some machines and robots that have like went rogue at a facility or something like that. It's something to that effect.
Horizon / Bioshock. That's what we about to get.
Okay,
The trailers of that game make it almost look too polished, though. You know what I mean? You know, it
I
look
love
like
it.
very
I
vertical
love it.
slicey.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That shit look like on some like if you play it, you're gonna be like mind blown type
The
shit.
screenshots make it look surreal. Like
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah. Like I've seen like the animations because when I first seen this game, I'm like, why does this joint look so? It looks extra AAA, like in some of the things that's on screen, and I'm like, is the entire game going to be? Is the entire game gonna be like this? Is this just a vertical slice? Is this part of the game? Like, is this? Are y'all just showing us this part of the game look amazing and the rest of it look like ass? Because that's how good like the certain parts they've showed look.
Man, that's what I'm worried about.
So I don't know. And what's the studio? Mudfish?
Ew.
Oh, let me see.
That sounds like something you don't want to fuck.
Ew.
What was that? What was that your first thought?
Yo,
man?
what? Come on, man.
Fine, we tell you to put it up every weekend. We tell you to put it up every week.
Oh my god.
Come on.
This is exactly why we can't have cameras. And BG was like, yo, you don't want to be on camera? Fuck no.
Oh man.
Because you got to put it up for real, yeah.
Yeah, y'all freaks. Yeah, they're Mundfish, and they are I think they're Russian. Are they a Russian studio? Somewhere around there.
Yeah,
You know,
Russia.
Okay, and what else have they worked on? I'm trying to find their history.
I think this is their only game. They're supposed to release this game like 7 years ago.
This is their.
Oh, God.
If this is their first game, see, I never trust stuff like that. When your first game looks this good, I don't like it. I like there to be some like mediocrity if it's the first game you making. I just don't like people jumping out the window and in your very first game looking too good. I don't trust it now. You got to show me some like growth. You can't just like when that's like 50. That's like when 50 dropped, get rich or die trying. Like, bro, this is your first. Well, technically,
What did Naughty Dog release before Jack and Dexter? Wasn't it like a tiny little?
It was like a fight.
It was Crash Band. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Well, they did come out with Crash Bandicoot too. Yeah.
Yeah, they worked on Crash Bandicoot on PS1.
Yeah. We were talking
People that
about,
can pull it off. There's people that can pull it off.
we were talking about Atomic Heart, Brian East and Andrezo Works. Thank you for the $50 super chat for 300 episodes of entertainment. Thank you. We're gonna do a super chat break right after this. Yeah, super chat break right after this. Jack, get them ready.
Oh yeah, it was payday this weekend. Yes, sir.
Was it?
It's Friday.
Oh. Hey, BG, we busting down these. You said we busting down these super chats, right?
I got you, my boy.
Oh, word.
My
Okay,
boy.
fire. Hey, Andres.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it snail mail to Memphis. Just drop me an address. So.
Yeah, send me a return address with that, just in case I got it.
Yeah. So I think this looks like. Oh, but it's a Focus Home interactive publisher game too. Oh.
They be releasing some snoozers, bro. I don't know.
That it's like Focus Home games. They look really good. Like their trailers are always fire. The game always look like it's gonna be great, but it's like they're really good at advertising and marketing and like making trailers. I give them that.
They also release. They just release anything. I feel like they release anything that like they get approached with. Like, yeah, we fucking with that. As long as they got good graphics, we'll bring that out.
Yeah. So we'll see. Let's see. But this is February. This release is February 21st. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So Atomic Heart on Game Pass, by the way.
Let's go, Atomic Heart. Let's go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Got it on my PC and my Xbox.
Xbox. Yes, sir. I'll be buying it, of course, because that's what I do.
The fact that Smoove has CGI in that music video is hilarious to me. I always watch it.
CGI where?
Yeah, you showed your haircut at one point.
Food? Oh, I thought that was fake too.
What do you mean CGI though?
We're watching that.
You probably talking about your hairline.
Game Pass. Game Pass.
Oh man.
Smoove getting in trouble over there. All right, what else we got? Lucid Games, the people who developed that trash game, Destruction AllStars, they're now helping.
Watch your mouth.
They're now helping Rare work on Sea of Thieves. So they're
brother.
being a support studio for Rare right now. And listen, I'm not mad at that because that game y'all made was garbage. So I'm okay with y'all being a support studio. And Sea of Thieves is actually successful. It's one of the rare that's also like a games as a service game that actually turned out to be successful, ironic enough.
Yeah, it did.
And yeah, they probably just need some support, some help.
Is that Microsoft's second most successful popular game right now behind Minecraft?
What, Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, it's got to be right.
Yeah.
Could be.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so they probably just need some support working on whatever content they got coming out because they're one of their only successful things. I assume they want to increase productivity and content for it, get it out, because you can't count on Halo or anything like that. So
yeah, because the last bit of content I saw for Thieves was like the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. Yeah. To my knowledge, I think that has more content since then. So hey,
if you would have ever told me that Sea of Thieves would be more successful than Halo, I would have bet a bullet into my brain. I would have bet self-deletion that Halo would destroy Sea of Thieves.
Yes, so Sea of Thieves right now has 10. Well, this is on Steam. It has 10,000 people playing. At the 24-hour peak was 18,000. That's that's healthy enough. Healthy enough. More than So
yeah, they need help to create that game. What's it called? Everwild. That's supposed to come from Rare.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, let's be clear. Xbox. It's not Xbox dudes playing Sea of Thieves. It's not like it's not. It's like this alternative PC crowd.
Hold up, BG. I got a question.
Oh God.
4th and 10. Cowboys, do you kick? Oh, they're kicking.
Oh God.
They're kicking.
But yeah, it's not Xbox. I know no Xbox dudes who play Sea of Thieves. Xbox dudes don't even mention Sea of Thieves. Like this found a support from like some random like pocket of PC gamers that just discovered it and liked it.
Why you couldn't give Xbox?
Watch
What's
this
all
nigga
this
miss again.
Xbox dudes is not Jack. You know? Do you think Xbox dudes are playing this? Let's be
Listen,
real.
I wouldn't 100% agree with you, brother. But what I'm saying is,
He
why you couldn't
made
get
it.
why you couldn't get Xbox a little shine, man? Why you
Nah.
had to put that little sneakness in there, man? What we doing, BG?
I just gotta keep it real. They're not the
It's
ones
the new
playing this
year,
game.
man. We supposed to be, fake hyping out. We trying to get out the crumb side, bro. We got to be fake
I'm just
hyping
saying
out here, bro.
because we talk about it. You know how PC gamers are very like weird and unpredictable. The stuff you think that they play the opposite of what you think they're gonna play. So that's why they play
playing
Sea of
Sea of
Thieves.
Thieves over Uncharted
Well,
collection. Like I know, we know
first
they
of
weird.
all, there's a reason why PC gamers are playing this. It's their favorite genre. Fucking pirate.
I'm about to say pirated, yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
He just full.
Yeah.
And that's why I said Returnal is going to be more popular on PC than Uncharted because that's PC gamers MO. Like they play alternative.
You think it's gonna sell 1 million? I don't think it hit 1 million, man.
I don't know, man, but I don't know, man. Look at this list. I don't know. The Cowboys will cover that. They probably did. Horse. What else we got? Oh, there was I saw some Persona 6 rumors and Persona 3 remake could be revealed this summer. Who know the details on that?
Listen, that Persona 3 remake rumor has been going on for a while now, and it's from recent era, so I would not believe that in the slightest because they just released a port of Persona 3 portable.
Porter 3 is ass. Is that true, brother?
I think it's people just complaining that it's not like a more work into that, like an actual remaster, but it's just like a bare bones port, really. That's all it really is.
It?
No, it's based on the PSP version of the game that had the female protagonist. Because people would complain if they ported FES, people would complain because this is like a dedicated fan base that likes the female protagonist and some of the stuff that they offer. And plus, in that version,
why not port Fez and add the female protagonist?
I don't think they can because that one is the one that's not has the most options, and you can't control the party members. So a lot of people would not be playing it like that or like that to begin with. So that's why. And plus, this game is coming on the Switch too. So it's like
question, Jazzy. You played both of them, right? The portable version and the FES.
Yes, I played both.
Okay, which one do you prefer? Because I'm trying to see which one I want to play.
Me personally, I like the Persona 3 portable version because it's the most digestible one to play. Even though I don't like Persona 3 nowhere near as much as 5 or especially 4, because I think 4 is the best one.
See, Jazzy spitting. All right, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah,
So
a lot of people don't like Persona 3 Portable specifically because it has more looks like a visual novel when you play in the game, but really, it's nothing really that too much out there because but most of the Persona fans who like this game anyway are focused on the social elements of the game anyway.
Hey, Jazzy,
yeah.
How's the music on the game?
Great question.
I think it's decent. I think it's fine, but it's got like
more rap and shit, more rap or some shit.
Yeah, it's got corny Lotus U. So if you don't like him, I wouldn't recommend it because he be sparing out gibberish and shit like that. So that don't make no damn sense.
Did it damper your experience playing the game?
Not really.
Okay.
Not too much because that was my first Persona game that I played back on the PS2. But I like the female protagonist particular soundtrack. It's the better version of the game. She and as a female singer that sings her songs too, and it's really freaking good.
Okay. What was the other question, BG? Something you said about?
Oh, I got
Persona 6. Oh yeah, Persona 6. It's been in development for a while now, and plus, Hashino, he's not developing the game because he's working on, I think, Project V Fantasy, another Atlas from another studio project or whatever. So it's going to be a new director for Persona 6. We just don't know when it is, whenever they decide to release it. Because the content that they usually have for like to make those announcements for games, they didn't have it this time. They're not going to have it this time around. So we'll just see. But Persona 6 is a thing that's being in development, but it'll just be in the future.
I bet you that game's not coming to Xbox. Because those ex-Negros didn't buy the game or play the game.
Ex-Negros?
No.
Excuse me?
You heard
me.
Because Addict played it, so we can't call him one of those.
Even though y'all know I don't like Persona, these past Persona games. The thing is, I would still. All they literally have to do is just get that stupid school aspect out of the game, and I would buy Persona 6 day one.
That's
If
like
they-
that's the main plot of both of the games, though.
well, okay, but does it have to be the main plot in every game going forward too? Why?
The past games like Persona 1, Persona 2 had this Sin, and Persona 2 Eternal Punishment work like that, but they're more linear focused and they didn't have a calendar in between.
Yeah, why don't you play SMT then, BG?
That joint old. I ain't trying to play. I ain't trying to play that.
Persona 6, they better be in college.
They're not.
How about they not be
I feel like there's that school and the social elements like that being high school is so much of Persona's DNA now, unless they really radical shift too. Like, can you imagine if like they didn't have like dating any type of date? Like people would freak out with some shit like that.
Hold on,
and plus half of these
college. Dating
and
was even easier in college.
And half of these dudes that want like something different like that, they could just stick to like any other Mega 10 Atlas game that they've already made or have.
So that is what people consider social aspects in the games, right? The dating, the school, that type.
The
of stuff,
social
right?
links, the calendar, the day-to-day type of shit, because it's already formed because of Persona 3.
I hate it. Get it out of here, all of it.
BG, that's what make the games fire.
No, that's not for me.
Bro.
That's my least favorite part of these games.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I was like you at first. When I first started playing the game, bro, I'm like, it's cool, but I kind of don't like this shit. You know what I mean? But you got to get into it, bro. It's one of them games you really got to put the time in to start appreciating.
Nah,
literally,
he ain't gonna like it.
You gotta dress up too. Like when you play the game, get your little khakis, tuck your shirt in, and you gotta be
wearing it anyway. That's what I'm saying.
no.
Okay,
he do wear khakis to bed.
Dress up like you're doing a Brooklyn Skill Tree video. You're gonna enjoy it.
No,
oh yeah,
he
with
won't.
your Galaxy Buds and your little glasses that you just clean. Yeah, do that.
Yes,
Get into
sir,
the
let's
mode.
go.
Why Alex
You know
be
what
knowing like everything I have in my house? What's going on? Bro? Like,
BG, you used to go live at 8 in the morning talking about something. Just want to talk to y'all about a new game coming out, Anthem. Why you sitting in a park?
No, but why do you know I have exactly like Galaxy Buds? Like how do you? That's not something.
Because I'm watching the video.
But I don't be noticing that those type of details about what somebody got in their camera. Like you just be staring at me mad close and like.
How I think you know that you got Aver Media in your house?
Come on, bro.
Cause you tell us, BG. You tell us all this.
You be looking real hard when you watching somebody stream. You be looking all in their camera. Huh? You one of those freaks.
Look what I got. Look what I got on the screen. Come on now. Next topic.
Oh, all right, Jack, do the super chats, please.
Okay, super chats. Rystar94 says Wonton did that BET censorship. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, zigging.
We got Kawan McCulley. He says, I've been subbed to the Patreon for 2 years and still ain't got my invite into the Discord, LOL. How do I get in? BG, run it down for me.
Send me a message. Literally just send me a message on on Patreon.
If you have your Patreon synced to your Discord through user settings, you shouldn't even have to do that. It should just say like joinable servers when you go on it, and then you should be able to join. But yeah, send BG a message if you can't see it. Shot Red 555 says, y'all could make a Rumble channel too. No censorship. A Rumble channel. Okay? That sounds funky.
BG, I do think you should upload the Rumble. You never know what happens in the future.
What is that?
Rumble is a website. It's like
it's a YouTube competitor.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I about to say I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
You think it'll last long?
They've been up for a long time. It's just like they're not like known. I've known of Rumble. The first time I heard of Rumble might have been back in our Skype days, like when we were talking on Skype. That was a long time ago. So that's the first time
Vimeo is still up and running, bro. Like
yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, we got KD. He said, salute, fellas. Cheers to another classic episode. And it's still F Hardhead. This HH
oh, man.
going up in the air should have never made that dude a mod.
Okay.
Damn. Wow.
I like Hardhead. Oh, man.
All right. We got
Andrew that shit.
Got some smoke in the chat. We got Andrew Wilkins. He says, I have to bring this up. My homie Cal L from Tick Podcast, RIP to the homie, by the way, spent years saying he believed Phil would when he personally told him he would be bring good games. Cal is gone now, so it's too late for Microsoft and Xbox.
Oh my god.
Okay. Bro, Andrew Wilkins always getting off Xbox slander every episode.
I see. Jeez. RIP Kyle though, man. He passed away last year. Yeah. We got Jada Lightseeker. He said throwing in the towel equals stop ducking 6 Smoove.
Oh man.
You ducking sick? You talking about Sick Humor TV? Who you talking about? Damn, Smoove.
I don't know who you talking about. Who am I ducking?
Sick, apparently, brother. Let's see here. We got. I lost my place. Fuck me. Hold on. God damn
That's
it. Hold on.
that's
I'm
50
scrolling.
lashes for you.
Pause. You, ABG. You also, man, what you trying to get?
Yeah, I
Steady
wanna go
Flow
through.
says, look at the Nintendo. Look at the Nintendo. Dropped the Wii U and bought out the Nintendo Switch. Stop supporting Xbox in their Game Pass. They will get serious. Xbox is dog shit. Okay. We got Bless 011 or 11. He says Sony and Nintendo is like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, while Xbox is RC Cola. Always flat. I added the last part.
Never had
we got
RC Cola.
You say you never had RC Cola?
No.
It's just a flat ass soda, like it's flat too. You open that shit. Lester says Halo multiplayer needs to look at Destiny 2 content. Halo reward system has been messed up since Halo 3. No one wants cat ears. Okay, we got Miles. He says Weapon Wheel Podcast, the official podcast of Andrew Tate, Red Pill Bros, and Sexist Everywhere. Laughing emoji.
And that's all just Bond.
Why don't think I'm defending that bald man?
I don't know, man. They slandering your name right now.
I mean, like, this is crazy. So what are they gonna do if he's not guilty?
Are you defending him?
Doesn't affect me.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, putting a lot of energy into, you know, hating on a black man saying he's guilty before we even have a verdict. What are they gonna do if he's not guilty?
Hey, Bond, did you see that conspiracy theory that Kevin Samuels actually didn't die?
Oh God! Can y'all save it, please?
They have one on Tupac and Biggie. Everybody's alive.
Save
I think Unk's still out there somewhere.
Dark Prince 430 says WWP Patreon F Big Phil. Yes, sir. Andrew Wilkins again. He says, in Gaming Addict, you care to address the stupid lie you told multiple times on your channel of Lane Pass is successful and Sony's scared of it? I don't know if is Gaming Addict still in here?
No.
Y'all know what he gonna do, right?
Oh yeah, hold on. Game.
Did I say that? No, I don't know.
Y'all gonna make me kick y'all white.
Oh, your ass.
Wait, hold on. And that's another thing too. Last week on the podcast about that Sony exclusion clause or whatever it is, that was misinformation that Gaming Ad co-signed on, because in that clause that Microsoft apparently wrote, which was fake, because they included Bloodborne. It's a Sony-owned IP.
You need to, first of all, you need to check your tone when you talking about Addict. He'll drown you in some Mountain Dew. You need to relax, okay?
Oh no, that BG on the Mountain Dew. Oh no.
Let's go. Let's go.
That man will waterboard you into some Mountain Dew. You better relax.
Hey, for all my boys in the home base, we got them. Let's go.
Nah, I had to clear that up because he said I'm right. I'm like, no, you're wrong. You're clearing up misinformation, so fall back.
That wasn't misinformation, by the way.
About to be on your way.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Because they incorporated fucking Bloodborne. Bloodborne was still made by a third party. Sure, Sony owns the IP, but it doesn't dismiss what they say about Square Enix and other publishers that Sony have clauses with the exclude from Xbox. So it does not make the point wrong. It is a factual thing. Capcom revealed this years ago. So during an Epic case. So last year they revealed this. So so please.
It don't matter.
I love when you talk with your hands, Kid Smoove. You be getting into it.
He's getting sassy.
False.
Bro, I know he put his hand up to the monitor. Please.
It's a form of copium, so it is what it is.
Oh man.
Copium is not a word. I don't trust a nigga that says copium.
Smoove said I don't believe in people who use that word. You don't exist.
What? Fire.
It's what the Xbox fans do every day.
Oh man. Ooh, y'all getting spicy. Get him, Smoove.
Let him cook.
Go ahead. What's your rebuttal, Smoove? What's the rebuttal?
Take your shoes off if you want to.
No rebuttal. I don't respond to rumors and speculation. Again, copium is not a word. But sodium is, and you're full of it.
Oh!
Hey, Smoove, you ever heard of the Jiggy League? I need to talk to you about something.
We got a place for you, brother. We got a place for you.
Jazzy, you gonna let that man bar you up like that?
Yo, this is the slowest Rose battle I've ever heard in my life.
No, I'm good. I'm about to enjoy all these Square Enix games that's not coming to Xbox.
Oh, banger! Don
Yeah,
DeMarco.
go ahead and enjoy that Forspoken, Bree. Tell me how it is.
Wait, dude, I'm not a PlayStation dude. I'm not playing Forspoken.
Oh,
I'm playing Octopath 2. Something that you didn't beat.
Let's go. Haymakers in this motherfucker.
When does Octopath release again?
It comes out. Octopath 2 comes out in February on everywhere else except Xbox.
Don't matter. I don't play 2D games. Miss me with that shit. So.
What you mean? You were playing it like a year or two ago, and you got beaten the tutorial boss.
Pack him up. He's on the ropes.
I try game for the culture. I don't sit there and play freaking games just to be like, I play this and I'm a gamer. Cause I play this game playing all types of bullshit just to fit in.
His legs are shaky.
Is that why you play games for achievements?
No, it has nothing to do with fitting in. Like I play games that the average person does not want to play.
Y'all roasting like the great debaters, bro. This is great. I love it.
All right,
Y'all good? Y'all got it out?
Superchats, man.
And I look back
Yeah, and Smoove, you got background noise again.
That
Oh man, that was literally the most docile roast ever, but it was funny.
Yo, they literally said, "Have a good day," and then walked away.
That's all you can do.
Bless011 says Phil has been a jinx for the Xbox brand. Oh Lord. Miles says guy who leaked the Tomb Raider news is literally the same one who leaked the Avengers shutting down news, which got confirmed later that same day. Oh, so he really is plugged in. Okay. We got KD again. He says Halo MCC is still unplayable. Oh, hold on. He says is still unplayable on Steam Deck. Was previously playable due to EAC. 343 said in September of 2022 that they were working, quote unquote, on it. January 2023, still broken. Jesus. We got Keltrick Pickens. He says this week we'll be getting the first DCU slate movie and TV announcements from James Gunn and Peter Safran. Do you have any hopes for what gets announced, and how can they avoid previous DC mistakes? Anyone?
Movie guy.
Yeah. Hopefully some of the characters that they had that generally were good to come back, but if it's like a clean another slate reboot, then nah, I'm
They
good.
bringing back Peacemaker. I actually like that show. That show was fire.
Yeah, I hope they get a Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman still. So I had good intentions, even though the 19 whatever it was bad, but I think she could be good.
No comments from the movie guy.
Nah, I ain't got no comments on this one.
Oh wow, so you two? I'm too good for DC on Marvel.
BG.
I just didn't want to derail the super chat.
BG,
you know?
we got to wrap it up soon. It's 8:45.
Don't look and get force in the mouth, BG. Anytime Alex not talking about a movie. Beautiful.
All right, all right, we done. Jack, go ahead.
No, we got two more. We got Raquas Zobi says, just leaving a like. I'm a wait on Google Podcast. Thank you, brother. And we got
Fire.
Blackout Y2K who sent the donation but didn't leave a message. Appreciate you, brother. And then, yes, you already announced. And Drizo Works with the $50 super chat. Much appreciated, good brother. Let me refresh it and make sure we ain't got no more real quick.
There was one. There's Woden's Throne. I don't think you Woden's Throne.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna read it?
Yeah, I'll read it. Falcom Games. What it says? Hold on.
Hold on, don't worry about it, bro.
I had it on a smaller screen. I had to switch screens.
Falcom games also aren't on Xbox because Ease Origin sold poorly on Xbox. Falcom actually switched to do the in-house development for Switch on top of PlayStation. I didn't know that. I played the Ease games before. They're actually not bad, man.
These games are good.
Yeah, I played Ease 8. Good game.
I don't think Xbox fans would know though.
It's not on Game Pass, Bond.
I know. That's why they wouldn't know.
Banger. Okay. Last few things. I'm just gonna mention them. We don't gotta really talk about them. Where is it? So the Stadia is officially dead. Yay. They finally laid it to rest.
My controller now work.
The Ubisoft CEO he apologized for his comments that he made last week, pretty much telling Ubisoft like, yo, it's up to y'all niggas to get this shit done this year, dog, or it's a wrap for us. Once again, paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said, you know, putting all the onus on the developers when it's the leadership at Ubisoft that's complete shit.
We need Jimmy on for Ubisoft topics.
He said, I heard your feedback and I'm sorry this was perceived this way. This is an apology. I'm sorry. In quotes, he said, I'm sorry you were mad. What the fuck?
Fire.
It's not even an apology. He said, I'm sorry you're mad. Like, that's, oh man, this is crazy. What is gaming?
Is Wanda Sykes still alive? Let me look that up.
What kind of random question is that, dog? What,
Yes, she is, brother.
who's thinking about Wanda Sykes at a time like this?
You know she a muff diver now. She like coochie, bro.
Wasn't she always a muff?
Oh, funny enough, she's a voice actor on Over the Hedge, After Dark exclusive. If you get that joke, you get it.
How you call her a carpet muncher? Why don't you just say lesbian? What's going on with you, dog?
I mean, I was trying to be polite, BGG.
Wanda Sykes is a generational talent.
I like Wanda Sykes. She's pretty funny.
There's a Sackboy game coming to mobile. They're making a mobile
God.
Sackboy.
You actually put that down.
Hey, bro, it's I had to listen. There might be some mobile gamers out there. The thing I hate about this, I'm not playing no mobile game, but the thing I hate most is when they like do the typical mobile. It's a runner. You know, one of those mobile games where you just run. I'm like, come on, bro. This is like.
We're not going to act like Temple Run didn't have the streets blazing, bro.
Come
Temple
on,
Run was crazy.
I was not. Y'all some lames. That joint was so trash. Like it did have people in a friggin' like just headlock, bro. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Dumbass concept where you just jump and dodge left and right. Like it's literally bottom of the barrel. Like mobile gaming in general is bottom of the barrel. But
we're not gonna act like Modern Combat didn't have the streets on lock on iPod Touch.
But running mobile games are the bottom of the barrel.
Shoot, Jack was capping for Hitman Go, Laura Croft Go.
Hitman Go is fire.
Yeah, so Jack, you a proponent for mobile gaming?
Hey man, boot it up. What do we say for mobile games? I don't know. We need a saying.
I like Fire Emblem Heroes. That's on mobile, but other than that, except for like SMT, DX2, but that's it. I don't play anything else. And for Sackboy, if Mario Run ain't hitting, Sackboy is definitely not gonna hit. I'm just letting you know right now.
We talk about franchises that need to die all the time. Get Little Big Planet the fuck out of here.
I've been said
is
that.
No longer a mascot. He is no longer a mascot. We got Astrobot now. Get that little burlap sack, ball sack looking motherfucker the fuck out of here, bro.
He's trying to trigger me. He's trying to trigger me right now. I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna take the bait, Jack.
That floaty ass platformer game. The last time I liked a Sackboy appearance was in the goddamn The Order 17. What was it? 1886. The Order. That's the last time I seen.
All right, Blaze. Blaze 4K. Awesome. Blaze, hop in here. We about to jump this dude.
Sackboy look like a freaking nut rag, bro. I'll be real with you. Anyway.
Facts.
You look like a failed Sesame Street character.
It's the dark nut rag.
Little Big Planet 1. Little Big Planet 1 is a go-to game.
Oh man, it's crazy. I think that's everything I got. We need to do these outros because we're about to go to this watch party and watch episode 2 of The Last of Us.
I do another podcast after this. God dang.
Damn, nigga, you got no life. All right,
working here, dog.
All right, let's do these outros. Good show. All right. Jack.
Good show. All right.
Jazzy.
Simply incredible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bangers. I love the one-liners. Alex.
This is finna hard. Make sure you check out the movie guys. Me and my guy Red Pig, Wonton with three main members, but we do have tryouts and applications out if you want to be a movie guy.
You got John Donuts, brother?
Oh, John Donuts. I'm sorry. Yeah, John Donuts. Wow. Us four the movie. Well, he was a later initiate. Yes, us four leading the pack in movie, cinema, all of that good stuff. If you're homosexual, we do have a movie men cohort that we do work with on occasion. So yeah, we try to look out for everybody part of the community. And shout out Life on Easy Street. That content coming soon for that as well. Stay tapped.
Life on Easy. What the hell is that?
You'll find out.
I don't think I will.
That's Alex's prostitution ring.
Oh, I need to tap in with that.
Oh, home base, a symbol.
Smoove.
What's up, everybody? Good show. Looking forward to episode 2 of The Last of Us, and see you guys next week.
All right. Maybe I should when season 2 of Halo come out. Have a watch party for that. But then nobody gonna show up.
Ain't nobody gonna be in that motherfucker.
I'm gonna be in that mother alone, bro. Like, damn, y'all gonna leave me hanging? Y'all ain't even go. Y'all wouldn't even come like just hang out with me just to like laugh at it together. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Bond.
I'll take above 78, Smoove.
Pause.
Ooh, nice callback. Okay.
Is Smoove still here?
Oh no.
I don't know, brother.
Damn, as soon as he did his outro, he just ran.
Take a hard one on the rocks, man.
Anyway, shout out to them boys, them Briscoes. Sucks that Jay Briscoe died. He's like the voice behind all my intros. Fuck Warner Media for not allowing them boys on TV. And we gonna be in the After Dark and the watch party.
All right.
Oh, BG outro.
Oh, my name is BG. You hate me, but you love me too. We'll catch y'all next week.
That was fucking horrible.
All the Briscoes ain't get white privilege yet.
Hey, when you gonna let me and Wonton do a live rendition of the intro? Like, just have us come here in the voice chat and do the whole intro, and then we'll dip.
I think y'all will be too scared to do it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
ready.
Yeah, you know what? I ain't want to put y'all on the spot.
I'm putting wheels on the pavement. My game. Come on, I can do it right now.
No, I ain't gonna lie. You're good, like performing live. I don't know about that boy Wonton though. That boy might be a little bit shaky.
Nah. Wonton stepped out of his shell. He used to be like the little lemon pepper.
He don't got
lemon
a stable
head.
base though. He definitely a little.
You just call another man lemon pepper.
Hey, not too much of my movie guy, bro. Not too much of my movie guy.
You right.
Shoot.
That was everybody did the intro. Jazzy, I don't know. I don't know. Did everybody do one?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I said simply cripple. I kept it short.
All right. What's the moral
This
of
is
today's?
Jazzy. Catch me in bed.
What's the moral of today's podcast? Come up with one.
Ooh, we should get one of
Fire
those.
everybody at Microsoft.
There you go. Yes.
I like it.
PSVR2 is going to be a trailblazer. It's going to make Xbox wish it invested money in HoloLens and stayed with it.
The everlasting summer game, as the Nintendo Switch is going to be awesome.
Hey, Jazzy.
I said strips. I don't know why.
Yeah, you hungry?
My bad. But shout out to Bland Juice Podcast.
Yes, sir. Y'all go check out Bland Juice Podcast. That's
Oh yeah, I just described.
I'm signing Blandrew under Weapon Wheel Network. So yeah, y'all go check out that podcast.
Ooh, the Weapon Wheel Network.
I freak with Blandrew if I'm watching that. And I don't even play Nintendo stuff.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all stop talking. Y'all talk too much, man. It's Last of Us time. Time to go to that
9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
BG, you ready?
So we'll catch y'all, everybody. All of you normies who are not part of the Patreon, we'll catch y'all next week. And for the rest of y'all who support us, we about to hang. Smell me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all about to catch us after dark too. Yes, sir. We out. Peace. Catch y'all next week.
Keep on dreaming.
That's what she was winding up. She was winding that up for like a hot 10 seconds.
Nigga, you kept talking. I was trying to hold you.
Nigga's gonna die holding that joint.
God damn.
Hey.
All right, man. We out. We gotta go. All right.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct plenty and fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pod that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pod that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon Wheel Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smoove, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.